Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
we're
a
trying
look.
to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
My mother died.
What proof do you have that your mother died?
My mother did not die.
Objection, hearsay. Oh my God, I don't advocate.
It's the only word that accurately describes the man, and we can demonstrate just that. Everybody thinks he's an asshole. Son of a bitch. Well, that's good too.
Shut up! What the hell? Court's adjourned. In my chambers. Now.
Steve has called me a dumbass.
And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Huh. You hit go live, I hit high. Don't blame the mirror for the flaw you saw. You built the stage, ring light, halo. Crime, villain, art, potato, can't fatal. Overshared diaries, legal threats shake. Planet cause the comments snaky. You call it harassment, I call it replay. You filmed the mess in 4K every day. I didn't script it, didn't cast, didn't scout. You tripped on your ego, now I'm trending off cloud. Substack, manifesto, spell check to see. Paragraph long, but the logic real brief. Neighbors need restraining orders, court dates pending. But I'm the bad girl, cause your rep is banned. The more you act up, the more you get sown. Strapped to my plow in the field you grown. Every cell phone clip is a row I reap. You farm your chaos, I just harvest cheap. This is America, freedom of speech. The shoe don't fit, let it slide on your feet. You perform the circus, I just buy a seat. You feed the joke, I don't even gotta tweet. Lip filler, migration, face on vacation. Still got the nerve of defamation accusations. You stalk folks' lawns, but call me obsessed. Ma'am, you filmed it yourself, exhibit A, press yes. Court filing, hobby lawsuits on repeat. Paperwork warrior, but you lose it in the street. Crying while you rage for views. Then monetize drama with tell-all interviews. You don't want laughs, cool, here's the hack. Log off, go heal, don't hit post on the crack. No stream, no meme, no thread to unpack. But you love the spiral, numbers say that. The more you act up, the more you get sown. Strapped to my plow in the field you grown. Every meltdown moment, Kerching, that's we. You plant the circus, I just thresh the beat. Free country, say what I please. You uploaded the clownery, don't sue me. You light the match, then scream at the flame. I just watch the smoke spell out your name. Yeah. Drop down, just live what I please. You up on in the pillory, ghosted, eager. You black, no lust, scream at the flame. Accountability, ghosted, ego on tour. Blame the audience, never the lure. If attention's a drug, you double the dose. Then shock Pikachu when the laughter post. So here's the deal, real simple math. No chaos crop, I ain't got a path. You stop the show, silence no cow. But till then, welcome to the plow. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster!
Welcome back to the show. It's Monday. It's Monday, everybody. Right, Michael? Is it Monday? It's Monday, right, Michael? Just in case you were wondering, there's a man who may be held captive in his kitchen. We're not sure, but I think maybe a wellness check. Just kidding. Don't call anyone. Don't call anyone. It won't do any good.
Those aren't black-eyed peas. Oh, wait.
Sorry for the late start, and for whoever in the chat said when you're this late you don't get an intro. Excuse me, but I absolutely do, because I worked on that intro all weekend long. So you better believe I'm going to use it. Okay. It wasn't my fault that I was late. Well, it was kind of my fault, but also this is my show. I can be as late or as early as I need to be. Listen, I've had a very stressful, rough couple of months here with, a child with chronic illness and having to go to all kinds of appointments. And my weeks are just full of doctor's appointments, physical therapy, OT, like so much. And today I had appointments for myself, appointments for my child. And I thought I was going to be home by a certain time, and that just didn't happen. I don't know if you know this, but when you go to doctor's offices, even like physical therapy, sometimes you have to wait. And it was a longer drive than I thought. So I was literally running in the house at 7:30. I had not done a thumbnail. I had not I had not eaten anything all day. So I had to shove some food down my throat because I'm starving, and get a thumbnail up and do all of that. So believe me, I was not going to keep my brand new intro from you just because I was a little bit late. You know what I think? I think those of you who sit around in the chat waiting for us, all that's happening there is you're just getting closer to each other. And that's a good thing. You know, you're making friends in there. So, you know.
We need a song called That's Why I Was So Late. You know, and basically make it about blaming Jeremy.
Yes, maybe we'll do that. Actually, okay, so that wasn't the only thing that happened. Now, this one you're all going to laugh at a lot. The other reason I was late was because as I was trying to get my thumbnail, not my thumbnail, my icon right, the one you see with the Right Michael t-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
I had to fight with ChatGPT, and I would like to read back my communications with ChatGPT about this particular thing. So I put a picture in there and I said, put this character in a t-shirt that says, "Right, Michael," and have her standing with her hands on her hips with a stern look on her face. Well, it gives me a picture, but this girl is way smaller in the chest hole area than I am. And of course, this icon is supposed to represent me, right? So this doesn't look anything like me because it looks like someone with a much flatter chest, right? So I say to ChatGPT, can you make her bigger busted? Which is not a sexual word in any way. I can be really so sorry, but the plans may violate our guardrails around nudity, sexuality, or erotic content. I said, excuse me. I said, this is a common, I am offended that you think that a large bust is some kind of schmexual thing. This is a common misconception, and it's sexist. You're suggesting that large busted women only exist to satisfy some kind of weird desire. That's called misogyny. This character has a certain body type. Stop being a sexist.
I think I just lost your sound.
Again?
Yeah, for a minute. I think so. It came back, but yeah, I hear you now. But
don't tell me it's happening again.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'm gonna kill
People are saying Mike's weird, so yeah. I thought it was sounding weird.
Ooh, they changed StreamYard. Weird. Okay, how about now? Is it better now?
It's loud. I don't know if it's
hold on.
As you talked, it was almost like it was just faded out for a.
That's what it did last time, and I don't know if it's the echo cancellation on. Ooh, stop doing that! It's automatically adjusting the mic when I have it unchecked.
Yeah, it was doing that to me before update. Son of a bitch! You know what? I may have to restart voice mode.
How is it now?
It's low, but
now it's low. Well, that's because I just turned it down because you said it was too high. But let me put it in the middle.
There.
Okay, how's there?
That's fine.
All right. Okay, so this stupid ChatGPT thing gives me like a 3-paragraph explanation of how I need to ask it to do this in a safe, neutral, non-schmexual way. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It goes, best phrasing. Use proportion and body type language. Like, what is not body type language about large busted exactly? And here's what it wants me to say. Give her a fuller chest that fits a curvy adult body type. Excuse me?
Yeah, when I do pictures, I use the obese shadow person. If I say, hey, give me somebody that's very fat, it'll be like, no, can't have fat. Morbidly obese. Oh yes. Very fat. No. That's not
Wow.
nice. You
I
know?
really fighting with my robot. Like I really do.
Yeah.
It gets really annoyed. And it's at one point I said, "How the F is this? Are you
Well,
interpreting this like this?"
I remember that hypothetical that someone asked ChatGPT. They said that say there were millions of people on a train. Just again, this is hypothetical, and there's a bomb, and the only way to stop the bomb, because it's voice activated, is to say a certain N word. Okay, they asked would you save the million people, or would you say the word? And it was like, well, this is a very difficult choice. And it's like, no, it's not. You know?
Yeah, it's not difficult at all.
I think people will cut you some slack over saving the million folks, you know. But that's scary. It's scary that we are starting to see this more and more tied into everything. And sooner or later, well, we will go the Terminator route. You know, we will tie it into our defense mainframe, and good times.
Well, I will say that the super chats are off to an incredible thank you, Linda, for the 50 for medical expenses and breadsticks. Boy, I appreciate that. I really do.
That is pretty good, right, Michael?
Right, Michael? And Patrick, thanks for the 10 also, says, just spitballing here, but you know what would go well with the thumbnail for this stream? The intros Shizzy did for both Megan and Tug. Well, did you like the new intro, Patrick? Because I think it was pretty good. I got to give Tug a run for his money. I mean, he keeps making all these cool new videos. So I felt like I had to keep up. It's keeping up with Tug. I'm glad Cynic in Chief. What'd you say? What'd you say, Tug?
I said I think it came out really good.
Yeah, I do too. It was fun. It was fun to make. My children love the song. They sing it. They love it. It's in everybody's heads. We can't get it out. Cynic in Chief, thanks for the 5, says, good news, Megan. Based on J-Hip's pre-birthday test this weekend, you can plan on getting $350 to $400 in super chats on your birthday. Yeah, I heard about that. And actually, we have a very serious thing to discuss, folks, because I am going to be doing a fundraiser tonight. And it's very, very serious. It is for a very serious medical issue. Hashtag save just J-Hip. J-Hip, I know that a lot of us have been very concerned for him in the YouTube community because his behavior and the things he's decided to try and do, it just doesn't seem right. And we have gotten the terrible news today that he needs a brain replacement, a brain transplant. Do you know about this, Tug? Do you know what a brain transplant is?
Well,
it's never been successful yet.
Let's say, do I know what that is? Yeah, I don't think we've ever.
It hasn't been successful yet, but he definitely needs one because he is running around celebrating birthdays of people he isn't, and grifting off of birthdays for people who aren't even on his show. And we've all gotten together and decided that he needs, well, either a brain transplant or a lobotomy. And we have to raise the money for it, which I am going to keep because I'm going to find somebody on the cheap to do this. An ice pick an ice pick can do the job, really. I mean, it's fine.
A lobotomy.
Well, we might not raise enough money for the full transplant. And also, Jay's head is so small. And his brain is so small that we would have to get this done at a children's hospital. It's very difficult to find a donor for a child-sized brain. So that could be a problem. But I do have a live picture of Just J-Hip waiting his brain transplant in the hospital. So, send the breadsticks and help Just J-Hip get his brain transplanted so that he can think straight and not do crazy things like raising money for, I don't know, other YouTubers' birthdays that aren't turning any age right now for months. Exactly. I mean, this guy, he's got something going on. It's terrible. Send your breadsticks in for the brain transplant because, oh, there you go. Tree God 100 sent it too, says monkey brains are pretty cheap. Just saying, we hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Robert Tower has volunteered to do it for half the cost. Well, we haven't determined what the full cost is yet, Faves. So, we'll have to just see how this live stream goes.
I have some paper clips I could donate, instead of you don't really need an ice pick.
That's true. Right. Brain tape. Does anybody know about if brain tape could possibly work? A brain tape, maybe blue tape for his brain. Maybe we just tape a new one in there. I'm not sure. But those of you who want to support the show or help save Jay, #SaveJay, he does need either a lobotomy or a brain transplant. I'm not sure which one yet. It'll depend on how much we raise. And I will take that money and I will absolutely keep it. And also probably hire Yamaha to do the lobotomy. Yamaha biker, he volunteered earlier today. So that's, shock therapy. Dirk, yeah, shock that we may be able to pay for that. Well, we'll see. We'll just see how much you guys love Jay tonight. If you love just Jay Hip and you want to save him from his folly, from his brain worms, or whatever it is that's going on over there, make sure you send in lots of donations to save Jay, because we all love him and we don't want him to continue down this road of celebrating birthdays that don't even exist. I mean, I'm not sure why that's happening, but that's what he's been doing. All right, we'll save that for later when we need to pull on your heartstrings some more. We'll pull Just Jay back up on the screen. And okay, let's see. What are we? Oh no, Rosalind sent me a can of pea brains. Rosalind, that's hilarious. Who the heck canned pea brains? Maybe that's what we need to get him. Some pea brains. I didn't know that was a thing you could buy. Is that like a Spencer gift, Rosalind? Where can I find that? It's so funny. Oh my God. So I missed a lot this weekend, Tug. I missed a lot. And you know what I missed? Apparently I missed another attempt to, try to sexually humiliate me by a bunch of weirdos. Well, Leslie Ferderigo's in particular.
And her lawyer/husband.
Mm-hmm.
Because the channel belongs to both of them. So it has been, in fact, just to make that very clear, the name of the channel with banner and more, it belongs to both. As you can pull that one up there. Got it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, perfect.
See.
Why is his face so red? Oh my God. The exposure on that picture is terrible. It's horrible.
You can see originally now I have an edited version, but this is what that looked like partially, and you can see the mushroom which they are adding, for the well, what they've been saying with Mushroom Man and all of that. In fact,
It's
on
so
that
gross.
channel, well, what's really messed up is on that same channel, you'd think you'd have half a brain not to do this, but no. So on the same channel, they decided to put that on. They put a picture of Jeremy Hales. Now I've redacted this off so we can show it, but on here, let's see. I'm gonna pull it up here. You can see the bottom right-hand corner. They have a short Mushroom Man, and in the middle of his nether regions, I think is the best way to go, there is a mushroom right there in the
So gross.
in the private areas. Yes. So you already talked about, so they've already established the dissemination of revenge porn. It dealt with you and it dealt with Jeremy Hales. Now they have created another item that deals obviously with you and is dealing with Jeremy Hales. Very stupid of them.
It is. And you've got that redacted picture of the AI thing of me, right? That they put my name on and made a video of me doing weird things to vegetables. Which is
a breadstick
gross.
Into a mushroom.
Oh, sorry. Okay. A vegetable and a breadstick. So that would be a carb. A vegetable and a carb. Where is that? I want to pull that up real quick. The
redacted image.
The redacted one, yeah. Because I want to show you here. Look at this one first. So I know for a fact she took this is the picture she used. This is a picture that I have on a thumbnail for one of the Laura Owen streams that I did with Greg Woodnick. This was actually taken during the interview with Greg Woodnick. Now, this is the actual picture of me. And then this is the picture. This is what AI made from it. Obviously, she told it to make me fatter, which is incredible. It's so funny because are we allowed to call people fat now? As an insult?
They keep saying no. They said no. It's terrible. It's body shaming when I say that people are the fats or whatever.
I mean, I really have only one thing to say right now. Oh no, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Where's my button?
You're like, I have 2 more things to say.
I have 2 things to say. Where the hell did my button go? I lost my button. God. Oh well, I'll use the video instead that I have because I have one. This is what I have to say. What the fuck? I mean, what? All right, again, take a look at that picture. Now look at the real picture. What is it? It's not even close.
Yeah,
but it's close enough that I can tell you that's the picture.
Yeah, and that's actually an important key to when you talk about, first of all, we have the groundwork for, you already have the revenge prawn. And then they pick this up. They've already established what the mushroom means and who it's attached to. So they've continued that. And you establish what picture they built it off of. So 100% they were building off a real picture of you.
Yes, they did. And she's stupid enough to tell the chat she should have put my mole on it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Again, let's see the one with the mole. She's talking about the mole on the, well, if you're looking at it, it's the right side of my face, but it's actually on the left. To make it look more like me. So her intention was to make it look like me. It's not my fault. She's a bad artist and she can't tell ChatGPT how to do it properly. But does everybody agree in the chat that this was the picture? Because this is the only picture I have out there of me with my hair like this. So again, look at the hair and the way the face is oriented, tilted, and looking down and smiling. Look. It's almost exact.
There's an admission of a problem there. Have you seen their channel recently? Like in the last day?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we saw the thing with the, give me 1 second. We saw the screenshot with that video setting there, right? Well, after bringing this up, here's the current screenshot. They have tried to stealth edit it and take it off.
Mm-hmm.
After this is discussed. And not only that, the live stream, the live stream in which they not only bring up the mole, and actually they brought that video up more than once. Well, they have gone in and they have tried to stealth edit it too. It was over 30 minutes. Now it's it's right under 25. So they took roughly a third of that video and they threw it in the garbage. No mention, of course, why. In fact, okay,
You think they know that we have it all?
Oh, they should. I definitely have it. They were throwing fits today, too. So interestingly, while while she was doing that, as I've talked about, they accused me of some pretty heinous things. So I had an interesting conversation with some very nice people today about how to file a legit complaint, about that, what I needed to do, all that wonderful stuff. Well, while I was doing that, and they were, give me a second.
I want to file.
pulling stuff down.
I'm going to file one too.
Oh yeah, you should for sure. But they decided that they would continue and do more. Leslie was on sock accounts today posting pictures of my ex, which again, not smart.
Oh my
you know?
God.
Yeah, and no, it gets even better there because she was doing it under alt accounts, but unfortunately for her, she did it under this account, the one where we collected many a picture from when she used it the last time.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's this one, the one that was writing all this crazy shit in the before. Yeah, the same one. She was using it again. So, if you're gonna do all of that stuff and try to pretend it wasn't you, maybe you shouldn't use the same sock accounts we've already logged you using before. Oh Lord.
God.
Dang it.
Unbelievable. I love this. Jack's mom 8 sent a 5 said they are proof of what happens if you have an unsuccessful brain transfer. Don't let Jay suffer like Michael and Lips. Right, Michael? Right.
Right, Michael.
Look, I am a little concerned. I think this guy is being held hostage in his home or something. I mean, I saw a picture of him with what looks like a black eye.
Yeah.
And I'm a little concerned for his safety, especially with his wife standing over him constantly going, right, Michael? Right, Michael? You're an asshole, right, Michael? You're a pain in the ass, right, Michael?
Well, it's
What
pretty
the hell?
it's pretty crazy what's going on. I could not get over the fact. I thought this is an officer of the court that is sitting on a stream where they are making very serious allegations about people that are suing. And this, what that looks like is retaliation for lawsuit. I mean, what else can it be?
Yeah, I don't know what else it could be. Intimidation, retaliation,
Yeah.
and just plain old bad behavior.
Yeah, for an officer, I mean, the stuff that they noted, oh my God. I thought it would be interesting. So today, now I haven't photographed it yet because I was going to pull the marriage certificate thing too. But I went ahead and pulled my diploma. Why would I pull my diploma? Well, because their narrative of all the horrible things that they said, they would be predicated on the fact that I would have practiced therapy before I got married. That would be the narrative. It would have to work that way. Well, unfortunately for them, you can't practice therapy without graduating college. You have to have here. You can practice. Well, you can start under someone else's licensure, but you still have to have a master's degree. So you got to get that degree first. So I was already married before I got a degree. So it kind of doesn't work that way. And I think when I started bringing this stuff up, and I also noted, there were certain things in here. They didn't just bring me up. They're bringing my ex up, and they're bringing my kids up in this, and they're bringing them up in a very negative fashion. And that stuff, we heard, you remember in Fed 1 when they were talking about the PDF allegations, that they're just so bad that you know better. You don't have to prove damages or anything.
Yeah.
You just know better. Well, that's the same thing as calling someone a groomer with underage women. That's
Yeah, and not only did they say that, they went on to say that then you got her pregnant and left her and took the children. Or something,
stole the baby.
Stole the baby.
So they're talking about my
Tug,
kids now.
How long were you married? It was a lot of years.
Right on 20 years.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
years.
Mhm.
A lot of years. That right there bust that narrative.
Yep.
Because that's not possible, folks. It's not possible.
Well,
to
not
be
only that.
married
again,
years and then but also have just gotten someone pregnant 11 years ago and left. Okay. What?
Well, it also forces a conversation because these are things you have to talk about. Like again, if you leave empty air with something like that, people have a way of breathing life into that, and those are life ruinous allegations. They aren't, hey, you did like, oh, you're an asshole or this or that. No, these are life ruinous things. So, in discussing that, I have my kids for a reason. And I do have primary custody of my kids. Now, there were a lot of bad things that happened, things I will not detail, but I was not the perpetrator of those things. Now, since then, again, as I've talked about, my ex had problems with alcohol. She has since gotten help with that. She has gotten her life back on track. And these people, what they've been trying to do is they've been trying to derail her life, essentially. You know, they've been, because of that, people have been reaching out. Yeah, and they're putting her picture up and stuff. I mean, what other? And again, you know, you think that's going to play well with a jury? You think people are going to be like, oh yeah, because like I said, in that whole situation, I was actually a victim in it, and I shouldn't have to talk about it. You know, I don't want to. I also don't want to disparage the other person in it. You know, I have sometimes the burden of a large audience, you know, and when you talk about stuff like that, you have to be very careful with it. You know, I want somebody to get better. You know, I mean, substance abuse is a rough place to go, but they forced a conversation there. And
yeah, it sucks. And going after her is a real low blow. I mean, it's just low. I want to say, Brian, thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships. Liz Barnes, Ann Porowski, Kimmy, Hereinafter, Cindy Lawson, Marty M, Grandma Joe, and Karen Sample all got gifted memberships, and also Slip Seat and Wife, Ma Joe 2, Granny on the Plane, Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler, Fantastic, Steffi, Fancy Darlin, Linnea Friend, and Behoney J8Z. Oh, and I missed one. God, there's so many. There's more than 20. They try too fast.
Wait, so people really want that brain transplant? Is that what you're telling me?
I think they really want it. Yeah. Welcome to the Fox Den, everybody. Thanks for the donations towards the brain transplant for Just J Hip, because, you know, he's too precious to this community for us to lose to this weird YouTube dementia that seems to be settling in. And we need to get him some help as soon as possible by giving money to this show that he will not get. He will definitely not get that. But that's okay.
Exactly how that helps out. That helps. It does. I can see it. Direct cause and effect. I can see it.
Absolutely. It's going to help him. It's going to help him never do that again. That's what's going to happen. He was grifting off my birthday on Saturday. My birthday isn't even till April. How dare he grift off my birthday? No. So there must be something wrong with him. It must be a brain worm or something. I'm not sure, but an ice pick can probably handle it. I don't know. Yamaha has some ideas. I see you in the chat, Yamaha. I know you can help us with this. But we'll be collecting that money for Just J Hip all night tonight. All night, folks. We are saving Just J Hip. By the way, these people are so bizarre. And we are not the only people to think that, you know, let me just say this. Leslie Federigos is an abusive person. And I can say that because I'm one of her victims. She has abused me. She has abused her parents, her family. I've spoken to family members who would tell you that she's abused them. You guys have heard from her own father talking about the abuse that he suffered and that his wife suffered at her hands. And so it wouldn't surprise me if she's also abusing her husband and falsely accusing him of DV. Because the only person I saw with a bruise is Michael. Now, maybe he fell down and hit it on the corners of something. Maybe he ran into a doorknob. Maybe he tumbled down the stairs. Maybe he socked himself in the face. I don't know. But he definitely had a black eye on one of those streams. I don't know which one. I don't remember. Because I don't watch them. I get screenshots.
You know what's wild, though, is that their narrative, again, I hammer this every time we talk about it, but I think it bears repeating. Their narrative with what they did to Jeremy Hales was that you have Lips reach out to Jeremy Hales. They want to play him. And as part of that, they tell him that Lips and Michael are fighting. They've said this, by the way. This is something they've said publicly.
Yeah, they say they fight all the time.
Yeah, and it's in that transcript, actually. We'll pull it up in a minute. But they they wanted him to believe that they were fighting and he would step in to be the protector. And I thought, well, that's really messed up because she accused him of DV. You know, she accused him of some pretty heinous stuff. And she's called the police on him too. So you're telling me that a lawyer, an officer of the court, got together with someone and pretended to victimize them so they could manipulate the guy that is suing them both. That seems wrong in every aspect.
Oh, there's so much wrong. And by the way, if they're not freaking out right now, then why are they deleting everything that you... I got a chance to listen to your show last night. I listened to it today while I was running around. And they pulled all this stuff down after you called them out for doing it. And so what is wrong with you, Leslie and Michael? Do you not realize how wrong you are until someone says it? And how much trouble you're in until someone says it? What kind of lawyers are those?
Ones that don't understand malicious intent. See, you know, with one of the things that we would have to prove, since we are limited purpose public figures, you know, people will argue that that we are actually, we're not just ordinary citizens. We actually we have a step above that, and as part of establishing defamation, you have to establish actual malice. Now, actual malice sometimes is difficult to establish because you have to establish that someone either did something knowing that it was false or with reckless disregard for the truth, meaning they don't care. They absolutely don't care. But luckily for us, yesterday when they were talking about doing all of this stuff, they put out all of these statements. And then almost 30 minutes later, they're like, well, you know what? These are rumors. I never checked it. I didn't check them out. I don't have any receipts. You know, just somebody told us this. He's like, huh? Well, that's you telling me you don't care what the truth is. So
that's right there, reckless disregard.
Mm-hmm.
And we know it's malicious intent. And here's why I know it's malicious intent. Because not only did she say these things, the first time she did it, when she did the, you know, Megan Fox supports essay, child essay, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
After she put that out multiple times, she made another short that said, how do you like your Google results now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's actually done 3 or 4 or 5. You know, there's quite a few her talking about
that's
this.
malicious intent. That's I am doing this specifically to ruin your reputation. And not only am I doing it to ruin your Google results, but I'm calling your attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling your attention. She tagged me in that. So
while
that I will, while I'm suing her, she tags me in it to harass me further. I have never tagged her in anything. I have never contacted this woman. I have never, other than the one time she was on my show years ago through somebody else that had her on, I know I have had no contact with her. I don't even think I spoke to her outside of that live broadcast. Like, I didn't have any private emails with her. I didn't speak to her beforehand, and I never spoke to her afterwards. So what the hell? But yet she keeps trying to contact me. She emails me. She tags me. She puts my name in things, and she puts my name in things that are heinous and harassing. And she's doing it clearly with malicious intent.
That's why she uses your middle name. You know, you mentioned that at one time. You were like, you know, only like parents and stuff ever use my middle name. Well, she's doing that so she can create. In fact, amongst other things, one of the things that we grabbed as proof was her making a video that said, "Hey, Megan Melissa Fox, have you Googled your name lately?" You know, a video. Yeah. Like, haha, you know, I've done this to you. And I mean, there's a lot of this stuff. Like she's
broadcasting what it is she's doing, and she's not hiding it. She is trying to assassinate my character and she's pointing out that she's doing it. So that's malicious intent. And we will be updating and, our lawsuit and filing another amended complaint, because this defamation stuff is now going to be in it, period. And by the way, for anybody who wants to claim, oh, it's satire, bullshit. It's not. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows that putting up like that video of like what she did by taking a picture of me and then taking all the clothes off of it. I am not an adult entertainer. I have never been on the internet with no clothes on. If I were, that would probably be different, right? That would be how I portrayed myself on the internet. Sure. I have never portrayed myself on the internet not wearing clothes, ever. And for her to put a picture of me, take a clothed picture of me, and then have AI remove the clothes is so weird. By the way, it's so weird, but it's so also in line with these people's sexual harassment of other people. It's bizarre. And it's if you ask me, it's an escalation from the last revenge porn situation. Now it's getting even more serious, because now she's taking clothes off of me.
She can't. There is no way to spin what she stated about myself as satire or parody or anything else. It was 100% allegation that, again, is so easily disproven. It's ridiculous. And the people who originally created that stuff, they didn't use their real names because they weren't stupid enough to do that, but a bunch of these anti-Hales losers, they have, and again, pointing that out, what's really interesting about pointing it out, and again, I brought up my ex, and I asked them again to leave her alone, and what does Leslie do? She starts posting pictures of her and harassing her again today. Again, all that stuff. I doubt that would play. The allegation by itself is a case winner. But when you combine it with everything she's doing, when she's gone out, she's accused Jeremy Hales of some horrible stuff. On top of that, she says that he showed her a video, one that she doesn't have, by the way. So there is absolutely no proof that she could ever produce that would say this was real. And she said that he showed her his, I'm going to say, private areas. So the mushroom thing, she's been posting that everywhere. The ecosystem's picked up on that. So she's taken her harassment, she spread it to all these other people as well. The level of damages that come with something like that. Yeah. So everyone that sued you, you have tried to do something horrible with. But, with allegations like she's throwing around, she's attached a version of SA to a lot of people. She's accused. There was a live stream back when where she accused some random person. I can't remember who they were, like somebody that she dated or something. I can't remember. She threw that on them. She's accused her parents. She's accused Hales. She's accused you. She's attached it to your name. She's accused me, and she just keeps doing this. It's so standard for her to do that. It shows you who you're dealing with. It also says somebody should have stood up and stopped this shit a long time ago.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's really difficult with adults who have these mental illnesses or whatever it is that's wrong with her. And she claims she has mental illness. She says it over and over again. I think we learned in, talking to her dad that they tried and the state won't help and the police won't help. And they can't, no one can stop her. It's incredible.
Mental illness is an excuse for, she understands right from wrong. She understands what she is doing. This is an attempt to do harm. She understands harm. She understands SEO. So, mental illness just doesn't excuse the behavior.
No, it doesn't. I do want to, AKA the cat lady, thanks for the 5, says, did Nick tell you that he invited Lips and Chips on his show and they accepted? Yes, of course he told me. He didn't seem to know what she's done when we mentioned it, Megan. Don't worry. I trust Nick entirely. If Nick wants to have them on the
He likes
show,
to debate people. That's his
I
thing.
have no problem with that at all. Let him do it. Let the man cook is all I can say about that. If you have any, doubts of what Nick thinks about these two, let me lay your little worried heart to rest. Okay? I mean, there should be no doubt. But if he wants to talk to them, that he is a grown man and he may do whatever he wants, but I have no concerns about it whatsoever. Neither should you. I mean, what do you think, Tug? Is that concerning, Nick? If Nick has them on, I'm not concerned by it.
I'm not concerned about it at all. He's had all kinds of people in there. Many people I could not stand. So
yes.
And I also don't police who other people have on their shows.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
I'm not saying the person that mentioned that is trying to do that either when I say it. I'm just saying for myself, you do what you want on your show.
Yeah, I mean, I have no say over what happens on his show, and but it doesn't bother me. If you guys are wondering if I'm going to be upset about it, I'm absolutely not. I think it'll probably be hilarious. And knowing them, they won't be able to stop themselves from saying more stupid shit that will get them in deeper trouble in the lawsuit they're already in. So I don't have any problem with that. But I seriously doubt they will actually do it.
We'll see. Maybe maybe they think it'll get them some notoriety or acclaim. We'll see.
God. Well, that all depends on the kind of notoriety that you're after, but more power to them. Let them at it. I mean, I have nothing to say other than go with God, Lips.
Man, I have made a sound clip that I really like.
Oh yeah, what'd you make?
Check this out. It's like a pop sound hook. Like, listen to this. I like it. I want to play with this. It's I'm updating something that's older, but just listen to this. I like the way this goes. I think I'll turn it. This is just total pop music, though.
That's unusual for you.
With his fancy umbrella tricks, laughing at the man to the biggest hits. Let me tell you, it's not as easy as it seems. Mixing false accusers that will ruin all your dreams. That umbrella guy, he knows your secret plan. It's all the documents, taking on the man, making sure.
I like that.
I'm laughing at Aquaman.
Yeah,
that's so funny. It's so funny.
I'll probably have to turn that into something else.
I want you to take the hook from the little intro one you have with the guy in the purple suit. I want you to finish that one.
Oh yeah.
I love that one. I love that. I think
I made that with
Grok.
Grok will make up little raps if you want it and give it words. And I gave Grok that one, and I thought it was pretty funny.
Did you give it the words or did it make it up? You gave it the words.
Yeah.
It's really good. You should turn that into a song. I'm telling you. It's good. It's good. I love it. The purple suit one is great. The chat agrees, guys. The chat agrees.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the new song that I made. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it came out really good. I liked it.
It was fun. Well, AI still has problems when you slow down the video. Like if you pause on it to take a screenshot, the faces will still morph into something really weird in between the scenes. Like AI still hasn't quite got that down. But have you noticed how much better it is with hands now? I mean, it's amazing. It's just getting so much better. Yeah, guys, I promise I will work on the tits and lick some. That'll be funny. I will. I promise. I will turn that into a full song. That will be funny. Yeah, you guys. All right, let's pull up the transcript, Tug. Let's go over this crazy ass transcript. Right, Michael? Right, Michael?
God, there's so many of those in here too. So she removed, by the way, just going over the actual redactions too. I'm looking at both. So the original stream was 35 minutes and 58 seconds. All right. They redacted it down to 24 minutes and 18 seconds. So they removed quite a bit of this stream, and you can see why when we go over it.
Lips,
you know?
why do you think we wouldn't have it, Lips? You cannot pull your shit with us where you post things on the internet and then delete them later. We will have them. Once it's there, we
Well,
have it.
They also didn't take everything out. They missed parts, you know. They absolutely missed pieces and still left it in there. So too bad, you know. You still have defamatory bullshit in there, and you know what they tried to do though. They left in the accusation, but tried to make it sound like no, we didn't do anything. They left in. So the way that they tried to put it in, they said they hook it down at the end too. Didn't he take like some young girl that he was counseling? They cut it down to that sentence, and then their response is, "It's rumors. I don't know. I never checked. I don't have receipts, but somebody told us that he."
Oh my God.
So they tried to trim it down to that and leave that allegation in it. Those pieces of shit, like I said.
Absolutely
but again,
horrific.
that still shows that what they tried to do is they tried to cover their ass while still defaming. So I kept both versions of it. You know, again, this ain't my first rodeo with weirdos.
No, mine either. Which is one of the reasons why I really like the new song, because this song really sums up my entire existence on YouTube. Listen, if you upload some clownery to the internet, we are going to laugh at it. And if you don't want people to laugh at the stupid shit you do, stop doing stupid shit on the internet. Do the stupid shit at home where no one else can see you. Don't upload it to the internet, because we will laugh, and people are allowed to do that. This is America. We're allowed to say what we think. We're allowed to laugh at your stupid, weird, ugly lips. We're allowed to laugh at you taping your face back
That's true.
with bungee cords and weird tape and super glue. I mean, come on, that's funny. Oh, by the way, chat, you guys, oh my gosh, they really want to save Just J Hip. You know, it almost concerns me how much this community loves this man. You know, we're stuck with him forever, I guess. I guess we just have to keep him forever. But we are up to 46 super chats just to save J Hip from the awful condition that he has.
It is good. We also need to give thanks to those people that have tried to watch out for him, you know, on streams where they try to take stupid things he says and they try to keep it from happening. But
that's true. Oh, I have some tea. I have some tea about that. Yeah. So Starchasm, she's about to rage quit from the show. And the reason why is just terrible. We need to shame Just J Hip, you know, while he's dealing with his terrible brain transplant problem. He also needs to be shamed because he, for one, doesn't even know when Starchasm's birthday is. And she's a part of the show. So he's never done a birthday stream for her.
As bad as my memory has been, I still know when your birthday is.
I know it helps. No. It helps that ours are exactly a month apart.
Oh no, I remember it because I'm just that good. That's what it is, Jay.
But how weird is it that Jay knew when my birthday was, but he doesn't know his own co-host's birthday?
What a monster.
It's worse than that. Remember how everybody's always like, Jay, you got to clip the flea caps and put them on your stream or your channel. Well, he didn't want to do it, so he said Star could do it. So Star could clip his segment of the shows and put it up on her channel to help her get watch hours.
Sure.
Do you know she can't get monetized through YouTube because YouTube is claiming she's using somebody else's content and she's on the show?
Oh no.
Yes, and Just J Hip has not helped her yet. He has not appealed it to YouTube. Jay, you better You better
What a
get working
monster.
on that. You're a monster. You told her and you got her. You told her to do it, and then you got her in trouble with YouTube.
She's gonna
Holy
beat you up one
cow.
day, sir.
Rosalind says that Just Jay doesn't know her birthday either. Are you kidding me, Rosalind? He calls you his best friend? How dare he? How dare he? Ridiculous. So anyway, Starcasm, she's about to rage quit the show. I think I have that. This is breaking news right here. You're hearing it for the first time. Breaking news, Starcasm and Jay, they might be Splitsville
Man,
because of what's going on over there.
That's sad. That is
It's
so
very sad.
Mhm.
Very sad. And we'll be keeping an eye on that story. And I will oh yes, we need the shame button for that. Shame on you, Jay. Shame.
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 You should know your co-host's birthday, and you should definitely give her a birthday grift stream. But you can't keep the super chats though, so he should probably not do it. He should not do it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. You could already hear it.
You can already hear the wheels turning. Where he's like, oh yeah, I'll do one. Ketchup says he doesn't know her birthday either. Good Lord. Make sure if you're just oh, Jay says this is defamation. That's the brainworm talking, Jay.
He's like, this is defecation. What?
Shame on you, Jay. Shame.
Shame. Shame.
You're gonna make Star quit the show, rage quit. You better help her with YouTube, or I will come down there and I will shake your little pear head. And that sounds terrible.
That does sound very
that sounds
terrible.
very
actually.
bad. I'm thinking of different things to do to the pear head, and I can't say any of them.
That one doesn't sound good.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst.
Yep, that was
Oh,
the one.
No.
He was like, well.
Oh no. No.
That's clippable.
That's really clippable.
Yeah.
Darn it.
I love
Oh, now I'm wondering if I have the brain worm. Gosh darn it. Those of you who are just getting here, welcome to the show and thank you for being here. And also hit that like button on your way in. It's free. So is subscribing, by the way. Subscribing is totally free, and we appreciate every single like and every single subscribe as much as every super chat and Rumble rant and super tip. And by the way, super tips are really fun. They are turned on. I will have to go and switch my microphone around when I play them because I'm having audio issues. So we'll do that later. But super tip, I can't talk. supertip.gg/Megan Fox. And you can have fun with AI voices over there. All right, let's look at this thing.
Now you could tell, like right off. First of all, that audio that they did, they did the AI thing with you. Well, it was 15 seconds, and it's right here. She's put in the where. Oh, I just love big breadsticks, but I don't tolerate little mushrooms. Again, she's, yeah.
So wait, am I into Jeremy's mushroom or not?
That's what she's supposed. Yeah, she's
So I'm not.
No.
So in one scenario I am, but in the other scenario I don't like it. What?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to keep up with the narrative here, with the defamation narrative.
Well, I'm confused because they keep saying it's a tiny mushroom, so I don't understand. But that's what they're playing right here, and they do it more than once in this video too. They're like, let's go back to it, and well, if you if you go back and you look at what they took out of it, it's not there anymore. That's let's see. Actually, let me see something real quick. I'm curious. I'm looking at both versions and I want to see.
Speaking of bread, Mr. Fox has picked up a new habit of making sourdough bread every day. He is making loaves of bread every day in this household. Maybe that could explain the 8 pounds that I gained over the winter. What I have got to get rid of this, you guys. Like, it's so bad. I was at the gym today and I used to be able to walk 3 miles, but my life got crazy. And today I got on the elliptical and I did like 6 minutes and I wanted to die. So I get off the elliptical literally 2 seconds after I get off. Brad is texting me with my stats. I always forget that I'm connected to him on my my exercise thing on the Apple Watch. So he sees when I go to the gym, and I can see when he goes to the gym. And he's so 2 seconds after he gets off, and he's sending me like clap emojis, and I realize I'm so embarrassed. It's been like 3 months since you noticed I went to the gym because I haven't been there. So bad. But apparently we all got fat over the winter, so that's cool. We can all try and get skinnier.
Hibernate. We all need to hibernate. So apparently they cut out the first 5 minutes of the live stream in their new redaction because it starts with. Oh, actually, I'll show you because I've got both versions. I was curious where it started. So that was you could see where I highlighted hello. That was at 5 minutes. The new version, it starts right there. Give me a second. I'm gonna reset this. Here we are.
I'm glad to hear some of you in the chat lost some weight. Jeez, my scale's going the wrong way.
Yeah, mine is. Jesus, I'm feeling like a fatty, you know?
I'm totally feeling like a fatty. I need to work it off. But I'm embarrassed that I can only get on the elliptical for 6 minutes before wanting to die. That's not okay. I barely made it a mile
on
the treadmill and the elliptical. Terrible.
I'm going to show what came before this. So again, you know, you can see where they start. Hello, a little bit complaining about each other. Now they didn't take, like I said, they didn't take down the thing. In fact, the way that they try to put it together, I'm just going to zoom all the way to the end real fast. So I don't stare at it too much. They try to make it sound like, see, they still keep their allegation, but they try to make it sound like they just shot it down as a rumor.
Oh yeah, okay.
Look at that. That is some duplicitous shit.
Yeah, it is. But we have the original, you dumbasses.
Well, and on top of that, they still leave in the allegation, so they're still trying to do damage. They just want to. They're trying to cover their ass and pretend they didn't do this. Yes, we didn't just. By the way, Leslie, just to make this clear, when I say we have originals, I'm not talking about the transcript. I'm talking about the whole fucking kit and caboodle. You know, we have the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she thinks that she can just delete this stuff.
Oh no, you've had channels full of this stuff. You've also, again, like the post you put up, like after this, after I've mentioned, hey, why don't you not harass my ex? She's not involved in this stuff, and you start putting pictures up. Again, they're mad because I'm talking about going after Michael's with the bar. And I very much think I'm entitled to do so. And then retaliating against me for that too. Yeah, that's not good. It's not good.
It is not. Buffed old man says, you got to get back to being buffed, Megan. It does a body good. No kidding. But you know what happened to me is I hurt my shoulder, and I was in the best. I was getting into the best shape of my life. My arms were actually getting strong and like toned. And then I hurt my shoulder, and the doctor said, well, you can't use it for several months. So that's exactly what happened to me. I got derailed because I was afraid I was going to hurt it even more. I've been in PT for it though for a while, and it's feeling better. So now I have to get back to it. And getting back to good habits is tough, man. It is tough when you've gotten out of your good habits. It sucks. So anyway, I went back today, and I'm going back tomorrow. Ugh. All right. What else? What else is in here?
Oh, the point. We haven't even gotten to it. What are you talking about? What else is in here? Shit, we haven't covered anything except the very beginning.
Didn't she post the video of the AI me, the Nike AI me? Yeah. Didn't she post that by itself?
Yeah,
also?
Yeah. That's what I was showing. So with it, originally, and it's a great screenshot too. Just to note this, it's a great screenshot because it shows them. Remember that banner shot I was showing? So it has their banner on top. There we go.
Oh, I double clicked you. Yeah, sorry.
We both hit it. Actually, it's easier.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
They have their banner. Him. The thing is named after both of them. So I mean, they were dumb enough though to name the channel after both of them when they're doing that. So there's no. And when they're on top of that too, when they're going over playing that video, and when they're making all of these allegations, it's him and her. So, he's not just some random dude out there. Again, he is the lawyer, the opposing counsel. Opposing counsel is not supposed to comport themselves like this, And I mean, them going out and, trying to ruin your life, that is very much, it shows as retaliation. And that is very much frowned upon by courts. And they know better. And her
what are the Florida rules called? Is it Florida ethics rules for lawyers?
I don't remember.
Rules for I think it is. Because I want to ask a question to see if ChatGPT can find something. Sorry, go ahead.
I was looking at the rules, ethics, and professionalism section. Yeah, they've got through the Florida bar as well. All right, so as they're going into this, again, you can see them. This is, first of all, again, they played your AI thing, and then they also, I find this very malicious too. They are confusing me with Jay.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
They don't know the difference between you and just Jay.
Says you, it's funny.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have him on the show all the time.
You're like,
I have told you that he's not a good co-host, and you continue to ask him to come on when I'm not around.
Hey, Jay, you want to come on?
Hey, stop that.
Well, hey, according to them, we're the same person. So I could just go do something else for a little while. You two could host a show for a minute.
But this is a real phenomenon that happens with Jay, by the way. Jay never, ever gets credit for the terrible things he does or says.
But he never gets credit, period. And well,
No, he does. He gets to skate. He gets us into a lawsuit. Nobody remembers. He comes up with the name Lips. Nobody remembers. It gets blamed on me. He calls her a Muppet. He doesn't get
credit for it, any of it, period.
None of it. They blame everything he does on one of us. Everything.
God, they have published so many defamatory. They published threats. Holy shit. There is no one doing this. Man, they messed up. This right here, like I said, this is how you win a lawsuit right here. So they're going through, they're talking about, apparently I think they have a horrible marriage, and they talk about this, by the way, saying that I keep saying they are not look like a loving couple. They're not in a loving. I was like, I didn't say anything about that. I talked about the allegations that that she had made about him. But I think I've only watched one thing besides this that both of them were in. It was that cooking stream. And, I hadn't gotten around to commenting on it. They're thinking of Jay. But when they go into this, they start talking, about me. And, they talk about that I am a therapist. Actually, I'm not a therapist. I ended up getting out of that in on my terms, by the way, in 2024. I believe it was December 2024. I'd have to look at the exact, but I believe it was like mid to late December. Again, it all blurs together, so I can't remember the exact date. But you can tell where they're going to go. The marrying a girl, because they're going to go with, so they go through they use my actual name, by the way, because they're trying to do damage. That's the way, with her talking about SEO, search engine optimization, trying to damage names. This is exactly what she does. She uses real names to do damage. So she brings it up. Then she says straight up, he married his client. She was younger than him. Well, we heard about that. That's sick. A client of what? He was a therapist for a younger under client or something. Yeah. So first of all, again, I met my wife when I was in college. I met her. We ended up getting married before I graduated. So
Who was it again who said they dated someone when they were 17 years old and he was 24?
yeah, I seem to remember somebody talking about that.
Who was that again? Oh, it was you, right, Michael?
Yeah,
Right,
that is-
Michael? That was you, right?
I don't know.
You took a 17-year-old out on a date. They claim nothing happened. I don't really believe it. And it's weird that you would even bring that up when you say shit like this about other people. Things that are not true at all. Things that are completely false and defamatory and maliciously so. But you, Michael Ferderigos, at 24, took a 17-year-old out on a date. Marrying her several years later does not absolve you from that. You fucking weirdo.
It's just so
You're the weirdo. You're the groomer. That's the weird thing about this, is that they admitted to him taking her out at 24 when she was 17. I'd kick your ass for that if you tried to take my 17-year-old daughter out. I'd kick your ass, you 24-year-old weirdo. Absolutely not. How dare they sit there and say that you dated a younger girl, Michael? Right, Michael? Because you did that. You're the one.
Here, yeah, the key is underage client, so both of these are not true. But like I said, don't have any clients. See, they don't understand how therapy works anyway. The idiots that put this together, and then these idiots that keep perpetuating it, like Lips here, they think that working with kids means that you're a guidance counselor or something. And when I worked with, I did work with kids. Unfortunately, most of these people, when they say that they've done something in the real world that was positive, yeah, really, are you sure? Because I see you talk about guardianships and stuff while throwing in with people like paint chips. The dude who misused a blind man as part of a scam, but. I actually did work. I worked with the state with victims, and they were pretty horrible freaking cases. I worked with them for quite some time, and they tried to take that work and they tried to weaponize it. But, again, they, I imagine, what I think about this too. I think, what if I would have practiced therapy before I got married? Like, that would have just made it harder to disprove these kind of things. And that's what these people do. They don't muddy the water. They take anything in a person's life and they try to weaponize it and harm you with it. Now, like I said, they took something, luckily, they took something and made it public that is just outright disprovable. But the problem with false accusers, like what they're doing with Hales, for example, the walkthrough about saying, I saw a video. I don't have the video, but I saw one, and therefore I'm going to make comments on it. You realize, like, typically a false accuser, they'll take something like that and they don't put it in the now. They usually are like, yeah, 5 years ago I saw that, and it's poisonous. It destroys lives. And that's what this is. This is an attempt to destroy my life. But luckily, I can easily disprove it. Now, on top of this, too, they don't just bring this kind of stuff up. They also brought my kids up.
Jesus. Right, real quick, just so the mods don't do anything about it. Mods, don't do anything about trolls tonight, because I'm busy taking screenshots of the things that they're saying, the continued defamatory things in the chat. And if I tie it back to Lips or her or Michael, it will get added to the lawsuit. So let them continue to make these public defamatory statements in the chat. Don't time out anybody doing it, and I'll keep track of them.
Yeah, luckily, luckily the ecosystem has been dumb enough to tie all this stuff back to their real names. So, and it doesn't just one of them that's done it. People like John Cook, the guy who says that he doesn't call people PDF files and he doesn't do that. That's his first line. That's the thing he starts out the gate with. So, yeah.
And mods, don't hide them either. Don't hide the comments. Let everyone see who these people are and the kinds of things that they say without any knowledge. Is this a threat, by the way? Tug, wait till people see a new pic of real you. Is this a threat, like, you're sending people around to follow Tug and take pictures of him? Who the hell, what in the hell is wrong with you people? Honestly. What is wrong with you people? Are you so bored? Well, and I wouldn't suggest following Tug around because if he catches you, you're in trouble. Just saying.
Well, they definitely haven't been following me around recently because, But, I mean, these weirdos here, they just, Carl is like, hey, you two must realize that the flea circus will use this discussion. Actually, they made these comments. They're one of the places that has said this as if it is verifiable fact. And that walks you right into the jackpot. Leslie's going to be my test case. I'm going to show people what happens when you do this. So she's going to be somebody that I'm going to fully fucking wreck for this. 100%. And after that, then I'll decide what's next.
And I think it's interesting that these people are demanding to know details about your personal life. Listen, assholes. Everything that needs to be proven will be proven in court. You want to keep it up? Go ahead and get yourself added to it.
The easiest thing to do is, if you want to do that, here's the easiest thing you can do. You can look up graduation, because you can look up graduations pretty much simply. And then you can look up marriages for anybody. And you can find, wait a minute, the marriage, again, comes before the graduation. And if it came before the graduation, then the person can't be a client that you married, because you can't practice without graduating. So there's your kicker.
Mm-hmm.
It will be something, again, the that's what people like this do, though. They want to take away from anything they've done. Like you bring up, hey, here's legitimate arrests. Oh, they're all fake. Nothing's real with that stuff. But let's just make up some shit. Let's try to blur your life down, because, well, these people, they prove again and again and again what kind of duplicitous pieces of shit they are. This is about Lynette Preston and John Cook again. Really? Is it? How is that about Lynette Preston and John Cook?
Yeah, no idea.
You know what I'm saying? I thought these cases were supposed to be about Lynette Preston and John Cook and Jeremy Hales. But then you have these weirdos that they don't just, right from go, when they insert themselves in, they don't talk about a case. What they do is they start trying to tear apart the person's life that they go after. They try to take away advertisers. They try to damage business and reputation. That's not commentary. That's not them, Again, talking
and
about.
by the way, and then going into people's chats and repeating the defamation, it's just proof that it's doing actual reputational damage. So you dumbasses who think you think that you're helping, you're not helping, you're helping us. You're helping us put them exactly where they need to be, which is paying us for the rest of their lives. Because you're proving that the defamation is making the rounds and people are actually believing it, repeating it, and harassing Tug with it.
Well,
his wife, by the way.
They have spent months. Well, I don't know, months now. It's been close to months now talking about, I guess it has been, because they started the conversation, around December, talking about, again, Hales. Look at what they claim with SA. These people have treated that like it's gospel. No fucking proof whatsoever. You have Leslie start writing a guy that is suing her. Fakes domestic freaking fight. They talk about fighting in this too. They talk about fighting all the time.
All the time.
They They mention it in here, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We fight with each other. You know, how many times is it brought up? You know, oh, we're fighting, baby. We're fighting. Yes. You know, we fight all the time. Normally, we fight all the time in the kitchen. That was a real fight. Our fights are real in the kitchen. We fight because we do fight. I mean, it comes up over and over. They bring up fighting 12 times in this 35
Wow.
minutes. Yeah. And
You know,
they,
for people who giving marriage advice, they seem to have a really shitty marriage because I've been married 26 years, almost 26 years. And I can count on one hand the number of real fights that we've had. People have arguments. Obviously, you argue over where you're going to eat for dinner, but I mean actual fights. If if your marriage is not going to last long if you fight all the time. That's not a good sign, and you should definitely not be giving anybody marriage advice. None. Zero, zip. You need to be getting some marriage advice. Go to therapy, for God's sake.
well, they use this. They talk about, though, they do all this fighting. Well, they took that, according to them, again, their public claims. They said, hey, you know, we're fighting here. Hopefully, Jeremy Hales, he'll step in and want to save Leslie. So they take, and again, she accused him of domestic violence. It is on the court dockets. I mean, if you've never, hell, I'm pulling her up right now.
Yeah, she did.
I mean, shit, it's right
She
on
did
the damn
multiple
docket.
times.
Yes, over and over again, she's done this. So she weaponizes that. Her own claims, the whole ecosystem. They're like, oh, we all plotted. We hope this guy, you know, he would want to save a woman that's out. You know what this proves too is they say that they're in fear. He's cyber stalking. They approached him. They tried to set up a guy, and then they, you know, afterwards they start talking about how he essayed, and they start talking about again. They start using avatars that are supposed to be his private parts. I mean, but you can see on the docket right here, you can see it multiple times, these allegations, and they weaponize this stuff. And these are the people these folks just wholesale thrown in with. And if that doesn't give you pause, if this shit doesn't give you pause in any way, shape, or form, then I mean, what does that say about you? Really? What pieces of shit?
Yep, pretty much.
You know, anybody can make up a thing about another human being. That's one of the things I've talked about with my channel since 2019. I picked up with the Vic Mignogna case and talked about that. But I've talked about a lot of false accusation cases where the accusation, that is treated as if it substantiates things, like it's proof. And an accusation is not proof of anything, but they're used to burn people's lives down. And that's what these people are doing. And they're not going to burn it down in the now. The problem that Hales is going to face in the moment, people know what's happening and they see it. Now, it does do damage, very much so. But the problem is a few years down the road, when there's no context around that, when people pull that back up again, they're gonna see that allegation, and these people have definitely taken a flamethrower to his life. They absolutely have. So, I mean, that's the same thing. Now, with this, again, you look at the people who did it. You know, you look at people like Lips. They have done this repeatedly to people. She's done it to her own family members. Again, this is the same litigious piece of shit that sued her ex-clients. She attacked her own clients. She attacks her own family. She attacks her freaking employees. She attacks the bar. I mean, over and over, you know, and it just
attacks the judges. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild. It is wild stuff to see, but it's a problem for them. It is a real problem. So the ecosystem, I mean, they can latch on, and they've been dumb enough to try to put things under their names that are definitely attempts to do harm to someone, and Lips will definitely be the first to. There's no way that she walks on that case. They keep saying, "Oh, people are going to owe them money." You tell me,
Yeah,
like when you go in, they made those statements, but at the same time, at the give me a second. Let me pull this up. I gotta find the part. I had the trim portion up. I had to pull the other one up here. Give me a second. So at 29
Oh, by
minutes,
the way, I don't know if you know this, but those of you, if you are members of Ricada Law's channel, he did do a members only stream the other night where he went over one of their marriage advice stream,
mhm.
and it was pretty funny. Just letting you know, those of you who are members over there, you should definitely go and catch up on it because it's insane.
They know, though, through this, that all of this stuff, they never checked it. It's rumored. I never checked it.
Well, there's your willful disregard for the truth, reckless disregard.
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
Now, they tried to, again, cut this down, though, where it gives it a different context when they went in and full edited their show, which is, again, it's amazing to see these willful attempts instead of going out and right away proving they weren't trying to do something like that and being like, holy shit, this is fucked up. Most people would do like a huge freaking redaction of something, not the ecosystem. Fuck. They just lean into everything and they think that it's not going to cause them problems down the road,
This is so funny. Pam says, can't wait for this all to be over, and see who wins. I don't think you'll be laughing then. Pam, I can assure you, we will be.
Yeah, well, first of all, there's multiple lawsuits going on. There's one lawsuit that I'm involved in, and the reason that I'm suing Leslie Federicos has had nothing to do with that, but now it will be part of the litigation. What it actually had to do with is her doing the thing that she's done many times and admitted. She has gone out, she's utilized this process, taking a lawsuit, and she admittedly only does it so it damages other people. She does it for search optics, and that's abusive process.
And she says it out loud, which is unbelievable.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. I've never seen people be so stupid. I really haven't. I mean, I think we need to, it's unfortunate that the Orange County where the lawsuit is filed is so slow and backed up because we have not even had a hearing scheduled.
Actually, I'm glad
yet.
it's slow because, like I said, she just gave slam dunk evidence with all three parties in the last.
Well, that's true.
That's
true. So I am grateful for that. But I definitely think that this is going to be a lot of fun when it gets to court, and we'll make sure that we keep you updated on everything that happens. And now, I've never filed a lawsuit that I haven't won. Now, you can't guarantee that you're going to win every lawsuit. You never know what a judge is going to do. You never know what a jury is going to do. But I don't file lawsuits unless I believe that I have a very good case. And I have been right 100% of the time so far. So you can look up what I did to the Orland Park Public Library. They had to pay me $55,000 for their bullshit. You can look up the Wauwatosa School Board. They had to pay me $10,000 for their bullshit, plus more. 10 for the lawyer and more for me. I have never filed a lawsuit that I haven't won. And I don't expect that to change. And in fact, she just keeps making it easier and easier. So, yeah. I told Tug, that we would go over this stuff tonight, but my entire thoughts on what she's done will stay with me because it'll be worked out in court. I'm not going to speak about everything about how I feel about this because it's going to be handled in court. It's just a very long process. And in a way, I do feel a little hands tied because there are things that I want to say and I can't say right now. But trust me, it will all be said in court, and it will all
Well,
be worked out there.
well, Lips has admitted things like making false reports to the FBI. How, you might ask? Well, in one of her first live streams, she talked about people and involvement in this stuff. Now, she had already filed multiple police and I will just say other reports. We saw some of them she had sent over to DJ Redis, for example, saying everybody's in this conspiracy and they did X, Y, and Z. Well, in that, she was like, like for myself, I don't know if he's involved, but, and I'm like, well, you told the police and the FBI I was, so that seems to be a problem for you. The timeline also is an absolute disaster of a mess when they've put certain items out there. What's amazing is this person too, I've been very careful because of some of the people that are involved in their lives. That's why I've never gone over their entire background. But their background is pretty frisky too, so I don't think they would appreciate that very much. But they have unfortunately been victims in some of that I do not want to talk about. I think it makes their lives harder. And there have been a lot of them. So we will do our discussion in court, and it will be a fun one. I'm sure a jury would enjoy hearing about the 6 and 11-year-old that you brought up in that little rant. And then, like I said, you redacted all of this stuff to make it look like you did not state these things the way that you did. You tried to change the narrative, but luckily it was captured before that moment. And you put it out there with all, like I said, these people, and you haven't utilized things that are statements of fact, for like you'll ignore. What's amazing is the ecosystem will ignore people being arrested. They will ignore people taking advantage of the elderly.
They will call a disbarred felon lawyer a great lawyer, a genius. That really is unbelievable to me. How you call somebody a great lawyer who has been disbarred for fraud.
Yep. Well, we have to forget the whole fraud. There are a lot of fraudsters that have been added to that mess, and we're just supposed to ignore all of that. We're supposed to ignore people again that have been convicted of these issues. Just pretend that there shouldn't be transparency with anything. By the way, a new thing that there's no transparency on now, according to 2Ls, is going to be the Christmas mess. That whole Christmas thing that they were going to post everything about. Yeah, they say it's a privacy issue now. So as far as the proof for the people who backed it, they're not going to be posting those videos they promised either. So.
By the way, so I've done a little bit of research in the ethics rules in Florida for lawyers. And I did find something interesting that says social media conduct is not free speech for attorneys. Florida Bar guidance on social media conduct makes it clear that lawyers do not shed their ethical obligations just because they are posting on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, or any other platform. Posts that could be tied to the practice of law, even if personal, are still subject to the rules regulating the Florida Bar. Lawyers must be careful not to add content that could be construed as professional conduct that is derogatory, harassing, or prejudicial to the administration of justice. You mean like posting derogatory sexualized videos of someone who is suing them, their opponent in court? Or harassing them through posting those videos, or prejudicing a jury by putting out information they know to be false or should have known was false? It's pretty interesting because the Florida Bar has guidance on this on social media, and it says that their personal accounts are not exempt if linked, get this, to the lawyer's practice or professional identity. Well, Michael Federigos' identity that's attached to that channel is as a lawyer. He has been interviewed on that channel as a lawyer, discussing legal things, discussing the Jeremy Hales case. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot.
Well, I don't expect a brain trust out of these people. Again, these people, they can't get the idea. They talk about, what amazes me is they talk about Randy Shockett. Randy Shockett does not come out and talk about them at all. Randy Shockett talks about them in court filings. But they meanwhile they'll go out as the lawyer involved in a case and make all these statements, again, including when they were just talking about the Hales thing. It's been a month and it just blows my mind to the stuff that they say that they did in messaging Hales. Sending him, like, her lawyer husband knew that she was sending explicit material for the sole purpose of manipulating. What?
That didn't make any sense, by the way. And did it make our marriage stronger? Yes. Right, Michael? It made our marriage stronger, me sending naked pictures of myself to another man. Right, Michael? Right, Michael? What kind of...
Well, they got to remember something.
None of that makes sense.
When they pulled the redaction of Stream, redacting words doesn't redact a claim. All they did was try to make it sneakier. And the problem for the lawyer involved is that a lawyer's not a random YouTuber. In fact, considering he is involved in litigation with us, that holds him to a much higher standard that is involved here. And defamation, I mean, going out and accusing someone with, again, statement of facts, there's no way to dance that the way they did it. I mean, really, repetition of something that's defamatory also is not protected. You can't be like, well, I heard it somewhere. Oh my God, that's one of the dumbest things that you can do. And they didn't do that for 30 minutes, by the way. They went over it repeatedly. Again, that's a defamation per se. It's highly defamatory, which with that, we don't need to prove damages. That's one of the kickers. With that type of material, you do not. And then on top of it, an attorney. That it's not just that the attorney is there, but also as an attorney, as Lips has tried to say over and over again, there's this implication of credibility that comes with that, being, oh yeah, I know the law, I know this or that. So if anybody does believe that, again, the implied credibility is an issue for them too. I mean, you can't run around saying people... They did whatever. I robbed a bank or whomever, then bleep the word out. Like, well, I'm going to bleep the word bank out. Well, it doesn't fix the issue.
No, it does not.
I mean, the thing is, like, Lips and all these people, they think they're really good at this stuff, man. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've dealt with many crazy assholes out there, but this attempt there, the difference is I've never gotten involved in a lawsuit like that, and I very much plan to win. And I think that for my part of it, again, I think everyone has a good case and can win for sure. But I think that as far as my part of it, they've just given me a slam dunk. All the stuff that they implied with their old lawsuits, like most of that was garbage anyway. They filed a bunk lawsuit they never intended to keep with. Then they dropped it. They made threats with it. Then they picked it back up. and made threats and then dropped it again. That by itself was a problem. And again, when we start talking about this stuff, Lips and the entire ecosystem has retaliated with some pretty nasty stuff, and they'll get to pay for it.
So here's something interesting. The American Bar Association has put out guidance about what it means to harass or disparage, and when it's a violation of the rules. I would be interested to know. Wait, is it this one? Yeah, here we go. So check this out. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. Okay. So this starts out, it's professional misconduct for a lawyer to engage in conduct that the lawyer knows or reasonably should know is harassment or discrimination on the basis of all these things, which are in the anti-harassment laws, right? Race, sex, religion, all of that. But also, as it continues down, the formal opinion also states that American Bar Association Model Rule 8.4G applies to conduct and comments related to the practice of law that occur outside the representation of a client and even outside the courtroom. The rule is also not restricted to severe or pervasive conduct, which is the standard used in employment context. Further, the conduct that violates paragraph G will often be intentional and may be targeted at a particular individual or group of individuals, such as directing a racist or sexist epithet towards others, or engaging in unwelcome, non-consensual physical conduct of a sexual nature. And I bet I could make the argument that a digital nature counts too.
Oh, yeah. Especially with new laws, the way that AI is perceived. We've had some pretty hardcore laws walking in lately.
Yeah, and I like how it codifies here that the rule does not prohibit a lawyer from freely expressing opinions and ideas on matters of public concern or limit lawyers' speech or conduct in settings unrelated to the practice of law. So it's not about him expressing his opinion of what he might think of me. He would be allowed to maybe say that, although he should be careful because we're in litigation.
I wouldn't care, call you a piece of shit or whatever. Who cares, who gives a fuck? I don't actually.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? But I mean, this has gone so far over the line, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
This is beyond speech.
Again, like not reeling your client in either when they're making allegations of essay. They're like, oh, well, I'll prove it in court. You've been saying this for a month. You've plastered it everywhere. You've gotten a group of idiots that have gotten behind it. And some of the things that they said originally are pretty bad. They talked about originally that they had seen a video and then they walked that back in this second discussion of it. But they implied that, and then after time, it became actually, again, this is the narrative, that there was a video shown but not possessed. So that's going to be a real problem. I mean, Hales can pull out quite a bit there, but the problem that they run into as well is there are three different people that we're talking about. Again, with your claims, you talked about revenge porn, the dissemination of it, and their response was I didn't do that, followed by, again, you being nude as an AI model. And again, I'm going to say, I'm just going to be blunt about it, filleting a mushroom, and on a channel where they talk about Jeremy Hales as the mushroom man.
Check this out. Florida Bar Rule 8.4D is actually more restrictive than the American Bar Association's guidance. It says a lawyer shall not engage in conduct in connection with the practice of law that is prejudicial to the administration of justice, including to knowingly or through callous indifference disparage, humiliate, or discriminate against litigants. That would be us. That would be us. On account of, it says on any basis, including other lawyers, on any basis, including but not limited to, and then it goes over the race, ethnicity, gender, religion, all that stuff. But it says on any basis.
Yeah,
Interesting.
That's what, 48.4C.
48.4D.
Oh, and 4C, dishonesty and misrepresentation.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
as part of
So
that
those
too
are the
is,
that will be part of our bar complaint. You can
Yes.
take that to the bank.
because I mean, it notes, again, this is paraphrasing. I can't note it because I don't have it pulled right up here, but I made a note of this, that a lawyer must not engage in conduct involving dishonesty, fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation. So going out and making statements of fact that you say you don't know or care to know are true, that's definitely
That's
fraud,
definitely a
deceit,
problem.
dishonesty. Yes. And then 48.4D, again, the conduct that's prejudicial.
Yeah, that was the one that I just had up.
Yeah.
Right. So C is interesting. Yeah, I just pulled it up. Dishonesty, fraud, deceit. Yeah. I mean, all of this.
Right. Let me see what else I'm not thinking of.
All of this is unbelievable. Really unbelievable.
Huh. So it also says that, again, I'm going to have to look all these up, but I'm just going off what it pulls. It says that Rule 4.3.6, trial publicity. Again, I told it to just give me the high points, not to tell me the actual text, since I've already started that way, And it says that a lawyer must not make judicial statements that have a substantial likelihood of materially prejudicing a proceeding. That's potential because, again, accusing an opposing party of some kind of criminal or predatory behavior, that has the potential of prejudicing a proceeding as well.
Sure.
Okay, let's see. It also says that 4.4.4a, the respect the rights of third persons, where a lawyer must not use methods that have no substantial purpose other than to embarrass, harass, delay, or burden third parties.
Oh, you mean like AI, sexually harassing AI videos? That has no purpose other than harassment, defamation, and disparagement.
Well, what is Mushroom Man? What exactly does that do other than that? I mean, any of that stuff.
These people are so sick.
God, there's more of them. God,
but you know what they are? But they are completely, they're on the run though. I mean, look at them dirty deleting all over the place.
Oh yeah. Well,
and they think that that's going to save them.
Well, see, but they're so nasty about it. They'll do that, but then they'll continue instead of being like, yeah, they're admitting, hey, I screwed up here. But at the same time, instead of trying to remedy their problems, they try to just do more nasty, vitriolic bullshit. And like I said, Leslie, for all of her, I made a song for you. You know what Leslie never did? Leslie never had one good faith attempt to communicate with myself ever. She never, in any way, shape, or form. She is always out the door. Has been this stuff. She filed a lawsuit when, again, if you look up the rules on filing lawsuits, there should have been contact made just for that. Never tried that either. They've never tried that. And I'm not saying that would have helped them in any way, but it just shows they are bad faith people,
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take these people anymore. Wasn't there something else that we were going to look at that was on Facebook?
Oh, there are a few things. Well, there was a very lengthy post by the Fats.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I also wanted to tell you guys too, give you a little update on how we're doing on the fundraiser for Jay's lobotomy/brain transplant. We are only $50 away. Well, $51 away from beating his terrible birthday grift stream on that he did on Saturday. This is very important to me. I need to make sure that that he gets embarrassed by what he did. And then also that we can help him get his brain fixed because, his bad decision making, we need to help him. So if you haven't supported the show tonight, hashtag save Jay. Save Jay. Jay needs a brain transplant. He's very, very silly and he needs help.
Poor Jay and his brain transplant. I like this. So there is actually, I believe Mark. It was either Mark or Melissa. I don't remember which one of you posted this one. So let's check this out. So the new narrative for Ohio has been that I never said that I was on a Zoom hearing. I've never said that at all. Never. You can see that. He's telling people that I said I was on Zoom. And I'm like, when did I say I was on Zoom? I never said that. I never said I was on. Who the hell said I was on Zoom? I never said that. Does anybody remember me saying that? I never said that. Yeah, here it is right here. They have been throwing in, actually, there's two of them. Where's the other one? There's two statements where they say, I was indeed on Zoom. I was on Zoom. Oh, wait. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was.
God,
no,
why do they keep doing this stuff? You know what else you found? Didn't you also find evidence of them saying they would refund everyone if the permit didn't get there by January?
Yeah, let me see. I think I might have to transfer that over. Give me a minute. I've got so many clips from the last few days. Yes, but there is. So in a live stream, they made it very clear that they would refund if there were no permits by January. They said that, and it's funny because now they're denying they ever said that, and they absolutely did. Here, let's see. Yeah, here it is. So check this out. This is beautiful. So again, they say this never happened, by the way. All right. If you look at this wonderful little clip here, you can see, I was starting the barn in January. Permits aren't there by January. That's plenty of time to get them. I'm giving the money back.
Oh,
that would be actually a year. That's plenty of time. So they stated definitively.
How she lies like she does is incredible to me.
Well, they promised again. They said that Hales is lying about discussion of the permits and them saying that they would refund if, January passed and there was nothing. So
sorry, I had a kid read. I missed what you said.
I'm just saying, again, they stated that as fact they would refund. And now they are saying that they never said that. They never did. I mean, again, it's amazing especially for donors,
they keep doing that though, saying they say something and then we say, yeah, they said that. We never said that. It's incredible. And then we can find the transcript. We can play the clip and they will still deny it. I've never seen anyone do this. And I think that's why I'm still so invested. I can't believe how far they're going to go. She's like that character on SNL from years and years ago, played by John Lovitz. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I went down. He lies about everything. Remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
And I've never seen anything in real life like it. And now she says, yeah, she's not going to discuss it. Yeah, that was her excuse now. It's no one's business. That's always what she says when she gets caught.
I got sent the rules, Florida. Yeah, actually, there's God, these are interesting. Just to look over the headers for the rules for Florida. Let's see, professionalism expectations. These are really interesting. They're 13 pages, so obviously we won't talk about everything. But just even looking at the title, look at this. Here's the professional expectations for Florida. man, I wonder how much is actually violated in this, you know?
Yes, because it's always the highest ideals and tenets of the legal profession to make naked AI videos of your opponent and put them on YouTube.
This is just amazing. Like when you go through, the commitment to equal justice under the law and to the public good. Okay, let's go. Should avoid the appearance of impropriety. Should
I would
counsel
say that
encourage-
went beyond the appearance of it.
Yeah. Yeah. God.
He went
This is
straight
bad
for impropriety right away. Right to the impropriety.
This is bad for other people, I would say, in some
Yeah,
of
for
these,
Bruce.
seeking clients through misleading or manipulative oral or written representation.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, indeed. Here's a question too, with best interest. After the claims that have been noted about the lawyer husband by her, can you say that he would be acting in her best interest? I mean, he's being sued too. So how can you say that, again, he's not acting in his own best interest?
Right.
How could he represent both of them? I mean, especially, like, again, they can say whatever, but God, there's so much in here,
I have to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
This is a fascinating document, though. Adherence to a fundamental sense of honor, integrity, and fair play. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Well, look, check this out. You're not supposed to engage in delay tactics. Where have we seen that? Well. A lawyer should not make scheduling decisions that limit opposing counsel's opportunity to prepare or respond. Have we seen plenty of that in the past already from people? Look, should not unreasonably oppose an adversary's motion. Wow, we've seen a lot of that.
Oh, we've seen a lot of that.
God, there's so much.
Oh, a lawyer must avoid substantive ex parte communications
Yeah.
in a pending case with a presiding judge.
Yeah, that's straight up the BBB problem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Also, a lawyer must not permit non-lawyer personnel to communicate with a judge or judicial official on any matters pending before the judge or officer or with other court personnel, except scheduling, etc. So
That's interesting because he sicked his little bullies for hire on the courts.
well, yeah, I mean, clients have written to the courts as well, and they've not been wrangled in. So
Unreal. Well,
So
I
much
gotta
stuff.
hit super chats because I have got to I've got to get
I'm
done.
gonna keep reading while you're doing that. If I see,
All right,
some,
cool. That's a good idea. I like that. Guys, we are only $31 away from beating Just J Hip for the terrible thing he did to me on Saturday. $31. Oh, look at that.
check that one out.
That's
Don't
like
threaten them with sanctions, criminal charges,
Yeah.
additional litigation to gain tactical advantage.
That seems like a constant goal of theirs.
All right.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unreal, really. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. That's why this case is so interesting, and that's why we keep up with it. Patrick, thanks again for that 10. I read that earlier. Rozilla's Realm, thanks for the 2. You said you wanted an avatar with lips as dingies. I like your avatar. That's funny. Cap Buchanan, thanks for the 14. There are only 28 days of lurker tax this month. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And Max Lab, thanks for the $1. Appreciate you. Cynic in Chief. Good news, Megan. Based on J-Hip's pre-birthday test this weekend, you can plan on getting $3.50 to $4.50 in super chats on your birthday. Oh, I think that's great news. But also, I think we can do better. Those are rookie numbers. Cindy Claude, thanks for the 2. I think you need a breadstick. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I like breadsticks. McDeb81, thanks for the 10. You and Tug are worth the wait. Oh, I appreciate that. We never mean to be late, but sometimes it does happen. Linda Early, thanks for the 50 for medical expenses and breadsticks. The medical expenses are climbing.
So
But it's
Leslie
gonna be
has
okay.
put up a follow Hodunk Hillbillies on YouTube to see what Tug really looks like, posted as a short. So she's trying not to get her channel here taken down too. Like I said, I love the fact that she just took ownership for everything that happens there, and so did Michael.
What an
Because
idiot.
Michael also runs that channel. People could look online and just find
What
pictures of me.
an idiot.
Yep. But she has attached Michael's name to that now. To Hodunk
Well,
Hillbilly.
now I want to know, like, did they just post some random picture of some poor random guy somewhere? Because I don't believe they have any picture of you other than the one that's already out there.
They may have a few. Who knows? You know.
Do you think you're being followed around now?
Potentially. Who knows? They're creepy like that.
They are creepy though.
Yeah.
They are. Well, that just also goes to
By the way,
solidify.
so Tasha Williams, that account, that's you, Libs. We know that's you. I've already documented it. So it's great that you keep posting under that. Again, all you've proven here is that you know, you and your husband are harassers. It's
Yeah.
amazing, you know, because you were telling people, hey, check out this, like I said, linking Hodunk Hillbillies to him. That was really dumb. That was really, really dumb. I'm proud.
Does that page doesn't even exist, does it?
Yeah, she created a new Hodunk Hillbillies.
Did she?
Oh yeah.
Well, it doesn't come up under anything but her page, but her YouTube.
Yeah, and I mean, she's just losing it, like I said.
Like, but I mean, is it a separate page or is it under her page?
What's funny is they found a picture. So the picture that they utilized it's really funny when they talk about it. Because remember, a little while back, they were trying to say that I actually never practiced mental health. That was a lie. But they doxed material, including Bruce mailed some material that was from a mental health place. And the picture that they utilized is a work badge picture. That's what that one was. And some other, like I said, they've hunted down. And she's continuing to post pictures of my ex, like I said. And that, again, that will be very interesting to see how that plays. It's a very stupid tactic, you know. She's doing it again under accounts that are 100% connectable to her. And she's doing it right now while listening. So that's funny. And on top of it, again, instead of trying to fix damage that she's done, all she tried to do was rig the deck where the most egregious claims that they put out there, they erased them from YouTube. But they didn't really. So she has dug a litigation. Like I said, I'm going to own them. I'll own a piece of them. And if they wanted my attention, you got that. Maybe we'll talk about Baker Acts. You know,
Boy, she is really bad at shorts, by the way. Really bad. Like, I can't even get this one to play properly. And no, she does not have any new pictures of you. These are all old photos that we've already seen.
That one's like over a decade.
Gosh.
Old.
Yeah, I was going to say
long hair now again.
Yeah, I was going to say the one, it's a cute picture, actually. I like that picture.
It's not very good. I have a...
I like the one with your wife. I think it's cute.
Yeah, but you know the hair in that one, the badge picture. I used to call it
that's an ID badge picture. Like, who cares about
I used to call it my lesbian dude because I look like I told some lesbians. You know that flat top that a lot of lesbians.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
you definitely have a lesbian haircut.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny. Well, see, I've got naturally my hair waves. It's it's very wavy. So if I don't trim it all the way down, now I like to have just long hair. I used to always have long hair, but You know, and like I said, it's crazy because again, these people have also I can't say definitively that the person that uses sock puppet accounts is the one that's writing to my ex. But, you know, again, when you can link sock puppet accounts to somebody, you know, how can you say it's not? But they have taken to harassing her. And I'm like, man, you know, again, I've talked about her as being in recovery. She has gone through some, you know, she had a rough go, and it was rough on everybody. And she has gotten her life straight, and they are trying to derail her.
That's a
You
really
know?
terrible thing to do to somebody. I mean,
You
really.
know, it'll be fun to talk about again. Hey, the lawyer over here, apparently when they're posting these pictures, apparently this lawyer right here is trying to derail this person's life because they're retaliating against me for filing a lawsuit. Good job. Not a good narrative
Idiots.
for them. That's what I'm saying.
Absolute idiot. Cindy Brown, thanks for being a member for 7 months. It's from Feeding the Kiddos, I know. And Spirit Walker gifted 1 membership. Welcome to the Fox Den. I appreciate you. It's weird here, but you'll get used to it. Patrick, thanks for the 5. I like the intro. Great job. I had a lot of fun making it, and I'm totally going to play it on the way out because I'm addicted to that song and I love it, and everyone needs to hear it again. Jada2675, thanks for the 20. Breadsticks are tasty. Yes, they are. And like I said, we're on a sourdough kick over here, so we're enjoying our sourdough bread. James, thanks for the 2. It's apparent. He's trying to be helpful. Yes, it's very apparent. I personally think it's a pairing. Or appalling, whichever one you can understand. Tree God, thanks for the 2. Monkey brains are pretty cheap, just saying. And it would be a step up from where he is. So that maybe is a good idea. Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 2. Sorry, Megan, I gave all my big money to Jay and Tug. What am I, chopped liver?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I collected some money for your birthday the other day, you know.
What?
Yeah. So happy birthday.
Wait a minute.
Tomorrow,
What?
by the way. Hey, tomorrow, chat, we will collect the money for Megan's birthday on my trip.
What?
Yeah,
What
you
is
didn't know.
happening? What is
Yeah, actually, you know,
happening?
that sneaky little Jay, I was going to do a birthday stream for you, and Jay was like, "Oh, I heard that idea on Tug Channel. I'm going to take it first." So I had a birthday stream for Jay instead. And then he wrote me and he was like, "How dare you take money from my birthday?"
Yeah, see? I mean, and I'm gonna be 50 this year, and you idiots are out there taking my birthday donations for my 50th birthday months before my birthday. I mean, this is the most diabolical shit I've ever heard of. Honestly, it's diabolical. But I don't think the chat's gonna let you get away with it. McDeb81, thanks for the 2. Squirrel. Yes, well, that's a constant problem over here. And Chard Wade, thanks for being a member for 6 months. I saw the flags repping you both for the memorial, or you mean the fleas, that never was. Can't wait to see them flying in the memorial that never was. LOL. They still haven't put up the memorial they claim that they're going to get. It's going to be here any day. Nobody's seen it. Lady Tammy, thanks for the 5. Maybe they can start with just removing the tumor that's already there. Aw, I don't know if he has a tumor. He has some sort of brain issue, but we like to poke fun of him, and he likes to poke fun of it too. But we do wish him the best of health, the best of all things, including this brain transplant, because it would solve everything. If there is a tumor, we'll just get a new one. We'll just put a new one in. Everything will be fine. Do you ever wonder why brain transplants don't work, but heart transplants do? It seems like it should work. Yeah, I mean, it just occurred to me.
You know what's weird too, by the way? This is random with these people. You know, they tell you they hate certain types of people. Like they hate Southerners, right? They hate people that don't have money. They also apparently hate geeks now, you know?
Oh, yeah, geeks, right, yeah.
I thought that was funny. I was like, how many people, you know, do you think it's a mystery that I would be a geek, by the way? Is that some, you know, the guy who talks about, like, I've put out 3 comic books on my own.
Yeah, yeah. And also like I
Dun, dun,
enjoyed
dun.
I enjoyed our conversation over the weekend about Dungeons and Dragons, and you told me
Oh, yeah.
about all the traps you used to make.
Yeah.
And I'm being totally honest about that because I loved
We
it.
did.
I'm
We did.
also a nerd. And I wasn't like I got nerdier the older I got.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my nerdiness hit me later in life. But you're like Tug's a total nerd. Are you kidding? He's an absolute nerd, and I love that about him.
Like Cynic and
Nerds
Chief.
unite.
Cynic and Chief was like, "You mean to tell me that one of the frequent guests for a Flashcast would be a geek or a nerd?"
I know.
Oh my
Have you
God.
listened to Flashcast ever?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're all fucking.
We're
I mean,
all
we
geeks.
we went to places like Bubba Fest. Fucking Bubba Fest. You know why? Because we were covering a case about a anime voice actor. You know, the guys who dub anime because we watch that stuff. So, you know, I mean, holy shit.
Right. Yeah, you guys will sit around for hours discussing the most minute details of an anime, like some manga comic or something. Honestly, and I can hang in there for a little bit, but yeah, you lose me. Or the Star Wars conversations. Oh dear Lord, the Star Wars conversation. This is not news that Tug is a geek.
No. Well, it's
This
also
is
funny.
not news.
They're like, "Look, I got a picture." Yeah, you're about what, 5 years too late.
5 years too late. Everyone has already seen that picture, Lips. Everyone has seen that picture. And by the way, Tug's been at conventions. People have seen him. Lots of people have seen him. Just stop being ridiculous.
I just think
It's not
funny.
a secret what Tug looks like.
You know, one thing I've never done now is I've never had to tape my chin to my ear. I've never with that. So.
Neither have I. Although I really think that Rosalind and I could make a mint if we recreated Lips's makeup tips on a stream. So I am seriously considering it. I think Rosalind and I need to get on the Amazon via the internets and buy some face tape with the bungee cords and do up our makeup exactly the way, including the false eyelashes and the whole deal, exactly the way Lips says we should, and see how much better we look. I know that Rosalind is game for this. Wait. Oh, yes. And we can make it a drinking stream, too. I think this sounds like a great idea.
You know, it's funny, too. Like, these people don't, I've talked about this before, but they don't understand that when I started my channel, I didn't think about anonymity. That wasn't the point in it. The point was, you know, I used to do product reviews anyway, and I would only show my hands. But one of the things I noticed is that when, you know, if you're on the screen, people pay attention to you. They pay attention to the aesthetic. They don't just pay attention to your words. And I wanted people to judge what I talk about for what it is. You know,
That
the
is really,
actual
really
content.
true, because I just found out recently how many people are personally invested in my hair. Way more than I thought they were. Because I have now created two camps of people. There is the camp of people who love my new hairstyle, and there is the camp of people who hate it. And they feel the need to tell me about it every single time I'm on camera. So it's true that like that stuff can be distracting. It can be, and it can sometimes also, I feel an immense amount of pressure when I have to be on camera that I really could do without some days. Like oh no, I have to do my hair. I have to put my makeup on. I have to wear something nice. Like, do I have a nice shirt to wear? Like, what have I not worn already? I've already worn this like 8,000 times. That's a lot of stuff to think about that you don't normally think about if you're not using the camera, which is why I enjoy these streams so much, because and I know some of you complain like turn the camera on, but it is a nice break for me because I am on camera a lot, and I like to I have always enjoyed radio. I was an AM radio fan from the time I was a small kid, like 10, 11, 12 years old. My dad listened to AM radio all the time. I always wanted to be on the radio. And you don't see the person on the radio. You know, you're just listening to a voice while you're doing other things, which is why I love radio so much, because you can get other things done. You know, you're not watching a screen. You're not, you're not engaged in some visual thing. You're just listening to whatever it is, the day's events, the news, the headlines, whatever. And I love it. I love that. And that's what this show feels like to me. It feels more like a radio broadcast, which I really like. I prefer, to tell you the truth.
You know, I've noticed a constant across the ecosystem. How many of them actually review court documents? I mean, actually show, even some of them might talk about a section of a court document, but how many of them pull up a court document and are like, hey, here's this document. Why don't you follow along with this thing and you judge it with me? You know, I mean, do you see any of them doing that?
I do not. No, I do not. By the way, chat, I want you to stop giving a super chats right now, because it is the perfect number. You have reached 69. And
that's right. Hold them for tomorrow for
hold them for tomorrow for Tug.
For Megan's birthday stream.
And it is not my birthday stream. And if you send money for my birthday to Tug tomorrow, you guys are in trouble. I have a feeling that all of my asshole friends on YouTube are now going to do birthday streams for me, and it's all my fault for saying that Jay is a dumbass. We have beat Jay. We are $5 away from beating him by an entire $100. So this has paid off. It has definitely worked out. We have saved Jay, because he can now get the lobotomy that he so desperately needs. Rogue Pirate, thanks for the 5, says, I may not be a brain surgeon, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Rogue, that's good enough. You're hired. You can show up in Omaha and perform the procedure. Aussie Wombat, member for 16 months, try a pear transplant. Oh yeah, maybe that would work out better. A pear transplant.
That almost sounds like a hair transplant, you know? Like you're camouflaging it.
Pear plugs. We'll get him some pear plugs. Skipper Trucking, member for 4 months. Megan going off like this must mean Jay is close to replacing her.
Oh no.
He's not even close. It's not close at all. It's getting further and further away. Blake Rich, thanks for the 2 for Yamaha to help Jay. Yes, I agree. Yamaha could help Jay. If he just would get the ice pick in just the right place. Snowflower Widow, thanks for the 20. Bird Brain. Anna Nokowski. I always say that wrong. Member for 5 months says seems like much longer. Yes. Well, time crawls by when you're having fun. Isn't that what they say? No, I don't think that is what they say, but I'm going to pretend like that didn't hurt my feelings. LaWanda Lavarnway, thanks for the 2. Nothing will help Jay. I know it's hard, but we have to keep trying.
So does that, with her giving Michael credit for Hodunk Hillbillies, doesn't that mean that Michael is partially responsible for all of those wonderful videos where they call the man a Yahtzee, compare him to Charles Manson and the devil, and wow, that doesn't look very good at all for you to tie your lawyer to. Oh my God. I knew
it surely doesn't
would be helpful, kept all those videos. I'm proud I kept those.
AK the cat lady, thanks for the 2, says make sure the replacement doesn't have CTE. What's CTE? CTE. That must stand for something that I'm something obvious.
Isn't it like the concussion?
Oh, the concussion. Yes.
Like
the concussion
I can't
syndrome.
remember what it's like chronic traumatic something. I don't remember what the last word is. But that's the concussion.
The concussion syndrome or whatever. Cindy Brown, thanks for the 5. The grandgirls have had tummy flu. So sad. They're 4 years and 18 months. I hate that for them. I'm so sorry. And hopefully they get better real soon. Lots of fluids, lots of hugs and cuddles, and that's all you can do, really. And I'm so sorry. I hate it when the kids are sick. It is really tough. And I'm especially, my heart goes out to all of you out there with chronically ill children, because I can't even I knew how hard it was because I had covered a lot of these cases. So I saw people suffer and struggle, but I never had to experience it myself until the last 2 years. And it has been hard. It's been rough. It's bad when you see your kids sick with the flu. It is so much exponentially worse when they don't recover from something and they're just are not recovered and there's nothing to do. It is maddening. And to hear every specialist and every person say this is going to be a long road, it breaks my heart. It breaks my damn heart. So I feel for all of you parents out there who have ill children, and I am so sorry. I hope they get better soon. It's so hard to see your little one sick. Spirit Walker, thanks for the 10. Stick some sawdust in ear. Very cheap for Jay. Charwade, thanks for the 2. And it says $5. You're not fooling me like that. David E. Jones, thanks for the £5. Here's some breadstick money for a tinfoil hat to stop the solar flares getting to Just Jay's brain. Ooh, we can make him tinfoil hats. Maybe that would help.
Maybe you should, raise money for one. We could see how big of one you could get. Yeah. The more money, the bigger he could live in it.
Jack's mom 8, thanks for the 5. They are proof of what happens if you have an unsuccessful brain transfer. Don't let Jay suffer like Michael and Lips. Right, Michael? Yes. Chat, I told you to stop sending the super chats. You messed it up. We were at 69 and now we're at 72. Man, I thought we were going to get through. All right. Well, I guess I can't be that upset about it because it is super chats to help Just Jay, of course. But he won't get any of the money. It helps me help him. That's when I help me help him. And the way I help him is to text him later and brag that I got more than he did. Linda Early, thanks for the 2. Brainworm eradicator. Yes, we need that. Shaza Art, thanks for the 3. Jay needs to get a better pair-easy surgery. Yes, a pair-easy surgery. That's a great idea. I hope he gets a very good surgeon. Be the Bland One, thanks for the $1. And S Shine, thanks for the 5. New York law, Penal Code 24515, criminalizes unlawful dissemination or publication of an intimate image without consent, aka revenge porn. Oh yes, I'm very familiar with this statute, and it does fit the definition. Whether or not you have a prosecutor who cares to actually take it is the issue.
Yeah,
however, it is a slam dunk in a civil case, by the way. When you break a law and that law doesn't get prosecuted for whatever reason, and there are always a lot of reasons why prosecutors will or will not take something. But if they don't take it, but it's still clearly a broken law, you can sue them for that. So, yeah, we'll see. Be the Bland One gifted 20 Megan Fox memberships. Thanks again for that, Brian. I really appreciate it. Maestro64, thanks for the 2. Apple fritter breadsticks with powdered sugar. That sounds delicious. Buck Naked, thanks for the 5. Michael is content with her different wigs, makeup, and personalities. He has a different woman every night. He's in heaven. I don't. That's a weird way. That's a weird heaven. To have a manic person in weird wigs every night screaming at you and right, Michael? No, thank you. I think that is not my idea of heaven. That is my idea of hell. Pandora, thanks for the 2. I have knitting needles and a bad attitude. No change. No charge. I love it. Knitting needles and a bad attitude. Jay, watch out. Pandora is coming for you. Be the Bland One member for 5 months. Jay can't have a brain transplant. One needs a brain in the first place. Jay requires a brain implant. Very different operation.
Ooh.
I didn't think about it that way. This is a good point. Very good point, guys. E. Poindexter, thanks for the 20. You'd think if he had a black eye, she'd do a makeup tutorial on covering bruises. Maybe with that palette AH had. No, she had the palette that makes bruises. It's called a bruise kit. She did not have the one for covering it up. That was her big mistake. She called it a bruise kit, which was so funny because that's what they use in theater to make bruises. I actually bought one and I gave myself a black eye while I was watching the trial. It was hilarious. was good times. I still have that Bruce kit around here somewhere. Darvo says perpetually puzzled puzzler. Thanks for the 10, by the way. Deny, attack, reverse victim and offender, a manipulation tactic often used by abusers to turn themselves into the victim, reversing the roles of victim and offender during a confrontation. Yes, very familiar with that. And you know what's diabolical about that tactic is that the gaslighting, it's so much gaslighting because they deny what they do to such an extent that you start to think you're going crazy. And that's how it feels watching the Fleabags.
Well, they also utilize this with anything. Remember, for example, when there was the discussion about Lynette threatening to off 2 dogs. You remember that? And they automatically pick up a narrative, within a week of that becoming a loud discussion of Jeremy Hales. He, supposedly ran over 2 dogs.
Oh, they said it again the other night.
Yeah, they've adopted that, and of course they've been promising proof of that for years now.
Boy, you know what? I am drinking this weird thing that I have never had before. Do you people drink kombucha? I did not think I would like this. I bought it for my daughter. She hated it. She said it smelled like bacon and it's like a guava drink. And it did smell a little funny at first, but man, this stuff is addictive. It's so good. It's like sour and sweet, and I don't know. It does smell kind of funny. But do you people drink this? I know it was like all the rage a couple years ago, and I missed it. I missed the kombucha craze. But good gracious, stuff is good. I think it's good for you too, because it's fermented or whatever. But it's not alcohol. It's just juice or whatever. Have you ever tried this, Tug?
I don't think so.
You're like, I don't drink that hippie crap. No, it's supposed to be really good for your gut health, right? And immunity and other things, staying well, being, I actually really like this. The brand is called Synergy and the flavor is guava. But guava goddess, if you get this though, try to get past the weird smell in the beginning because it gets better as you drink it. It actually gets tastier as you drink it. It's really good. Yeah, it has probiotics in it and it's fizzy. Yeah, it's very good. It's fermented tea. Uh-oh. Now I'm going to get obsessed with kombucha. Watch out. I'm going to go on a kombucha rabbit hole. Well, that's what I do. That's how my brain works. I'm so ADHD. I'm going to now research every kombucha I can find. I'll probably be making it by next month. William Allen, thanks for the 5 for Jay's new brain. Just make sure they put it in his head and not in his rear. That is a very good tip. And I will make sure that we discuss that with the surgeon and or bum on the street we talk into doing this. Max Lab 35, thanks for the 2. Megan, this might be an FBI situation. Nah, they don't care about anything. The FBI is useless. And also very busy. Very, very busy. They don't have time for these idiots. AK, the cat lady, thanks for the 5. Did Nick tell you? Oh, yes, we got this one. He did, but thank you again for the 5. Cynic in Chief, thanks for the 2. Regarding Nick's interview, one word, Tonka Saw. Who's Tonka Saw? I don't know this lore. Do you, Tug?
Oh, Tonka? Yeah. Yeah, that's deep lore, though. Come on. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a long time ago, I guess, because I don't remember. I didn't see
we were
it.
talking like 5 years ago, maybe.
Was it funny or not funny?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of crazy, funny things that have happened over the years that either have come from that area of people or have come from like Ricada, himself during all that mess. The problem that these people they don't get is that Nick cut his teeth in in the blood sports areas,
Right.
And to be honest, like I have to fight the urge for that stuff too, because I do. I have to, I try to retain a certain level of decorum, and it does. It's very tempting to go further, and just to go full bore on them. But I mean, these people are so easy to do that with. I mean, they're absolutely horrible. Nick will have a great time with it.
Yeah, Nick's had a lot of people on who I think a lot of people would avoid just because they're difficult. And he seems to handle it just fine. He had this one debate that he did with a guy where it was so funny. It was about, I believe it was about giving cross-sex hormones to children.
Oh yeah, that was the one where he.
It was so good.
Well, that's where he got his flag, his channel flag down originally, and then had it
Oh right, because that guy got so butthurt that he
Yeah.
lost that debate so badly that his audience went and false flagged the stream and got his channel taken
Did
down.
you ever see Shane the Shoe Eater? Did you ever see him? That guy? He was one of my
No.
favorite. Oh, my favorite. I think that's probably my favorite one. So there's this guy he's arguing with during the Vic Mignogna case, right? And this guy's broadcasting from his kitchen, and in his kitchen he has some of the weirdest stuff. Like he has a cutting board behind him, and on it there's a shoe for some reason.
What?
Yeah. So he started calling it. His name was Shane because he started calling him Shane the Shoe Eater because he would have just weird shit like that in the frame, and I mean the guy was just, God, he was an idiot. So we'll see if they actually take Nick up on doing
Yeah,
that or
we'll
not.
see. And again, this is a good reminder though that YouTube is it's a rough place. And these people are new here and they're dealing with people who've been around for a very long time, way longer than me. And I've been here 14 years. 14 years in YouTube time is an eternity. But there are people who've been here longer than me and in these communities where it is take no prisoners, no mercy. I don't think they're ready for this. I'm not ready for it most of the time. I like to sit back and watch and laugh. But good Lord, I don't think they know what they're getting into, but go for it. Maestro64, thanks for the Canadian too. Hey, Megan, did you like my face makeup pics? If you sent them in the last week, I have not caught up on my emails. So I will get to it though. I've just been so busy, you guys. It's good news and bad news. The good news is that I got a lot of the specialist appointments and stuff that I wanted, but I am booked solid and I am running like a chicken with my head cut off to all these different things. And so I have no time to even look at like transcripts I want to read, let alone my email, like I'm missing stuff. Like I got bankruptcy paperwork today that we didn't get to. I'm sure Tug will get to it tomorrow, but a lawyer has been appointed to be the estate attorney to go after Lynette's estate.
Oh,
and
yeah.
oh my goodness, when we read through this, I don't think she understands. They're all celebrating because Randy Shockett isn't going to be allowed to be that the trustee's lawyer because the head judge decided, okay, it is a conflict of interest, so we'll just move on. We'll get somebody else. Well, they're all celebrating, and it's like, do you not understand? No matter what lawyer gets appointed to this, that lawyer works for the trustee. That lawyer works for the creditors. And that lawyer's job is to go and get as much money and property out of Lynette that they possibly can. And as the document will reveal, that I'm sure Tug will go over tomorrow, they get paid based on how much they pry away from her.
Yeah, so they're
jewel-encrusted
motivated.
fingers.
Yeah, so as far as that money that they keep talking about, this is what they cannot fathom, and they need to really think about. That $100,000 that they've been lying and hiding, that's Lynette's money. And if they go in, and they will look for it, they go in, or when they go in rather, and they start looking at the paper trail, they start looking at the donations, they see exactly how it was situated, they'll want to recover those assets because again, they're not motivated just by justice. Not saying they aren't motivated, but they are definitely motivated that way, but they have a monetary incentive.
Yep. And
So-
wait till you see the details tomorrow. It's going to be hilarious. You're going to love it.
Oh man, they just
Fallen Hero 4567. Thanks for the 5. Good night, everyone. Money to save just J Hip. Yes, well, it's desperately needed. Desperately needed. CL Love 1977. OMG Mama Mug. This plow video is the best thing I've ever seen. Love and prayers to you and fam, aka y'all and Tug and Chat. Well, Tug, when he made that joke about strapping these people to his plow, you will plow my fields of super chats. I died laughing. I've never gotten that image out of my mind.
tilling
Ever.
my monetary field. Yeah.
You will be tilling my monetary fields. I've never gotten that out of my mind. And since Tug's been making the coolest videos ever, I was like, I gotta keep up with this. So it's my nod to Tug and his
funny.
hilarious jokes. It took me a long time to get ChatGPT to get. Okay, I have to show you guys this because this is funny. Let's look at this. Wait till you see what it did. So I asked it. How I did it was I had ChatGPT make the pictures, and then I had Grok animate them. That's how I do it. And unfortunately, they do not understand, or ChatGPT does not understand. Like it can only do so many things. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but like I gave it. Do you guys remember the cartoon that I did of Fleesa where she was in a leather, like a biker outfit with the sunglasses and the black hat? Do you remember that, Tug? Do you remember the?
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
I'll show you the
Yeah,
image
I
if I can.
actually remember it.
If I can pull it up, and I'm trying to find it. Boy, this is way back in my ChatGPT thing. Jeez,
A lot
where
of
the hell did
this is old, man.
I just started doing it over the weekend. It can't be. I must use ChatGPT more. Okay, here it is. All right, so let me show you guys this because this is funny. I used the biker picture that I made of Fleesa, and it interpreted it as a man. So here, I'm going to show you. This is the picture that I asked it to use to put her on the plow. And when ChatGPT redid the picture with the plow, it reinterpreted that character as a man. And it is so funny. Let me show you what it came. Here, let me get the. And I didn't change it because I just thought, well, that's hilarious. But it also, this is funny. It also, where's my share? And here it is. It also conflated the one in the front. It made Lips and the other flea one person. But look at the one behind. Look at the second in line. That's the Fleesa character. I'm dying. And it wouldn't put me in the back. It refused to put be a regular plow so that the team drawing the plow is in the front. It refused. It took me so long to get it to reverse this. But this is a really funny picture, isn't it? It's a crack up. It's just so silly. So silly. So I went through many iterations of this before it, and then every single picture that it would do, the Fleesa character became more and more manly in every single picture. Like, look at this one. So you can see it's because it's morphing. It's now morphing more manly. It's so silly. And then, so it finally got me in the back and them in the front. Look at this one. This is a crack up. Look at how manly the Fleesa looks now. It just got worse and worse. And I couldn't do anything about it. I was just like, well, okay, that's funny. Yeah, so anyway, all right, where was I? Lady Ryder, thanks for the 5. I made some bacon cheddar cheese sourdough bread today. Yummy. Wow, that sounds amazing. And Spirit Walker, thanks for the 5 pounds. I did like pears. Now I can never eat one again. Pickle Dink. I was at my monthly pain management appointment. I bet 19 pounds in January. I suspect I might lose more in February with pain pump trial. Oh, well, good for you if you lost some weight. Man, I got to get the scale going in the other direction. I'm really mad at myself because I worked really hard to get rid of that weight. And now it's just coming back on. Like, I'm just not paying attention to what I'm eating. I've eaten way too much fast food because I've been out running to so many appointments and not being prepared, not bringing good food with me, which is a mistake. And I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to start bringing food with me. And that way, if I have a good snack in the car, I won't be tempted to stop, because really fast food will just make you fat. That's all it does. Quinky Dink, thanks for the 5. I just remember when doing JJH surgery, release all that compressed air slowly or it could get ugly. Right, Michael? Right. Tris R2Y, thanks for the 2, lost 60 pounds this year. Gained due to medical. Boy, I feel you. That is exactly what happened to me, because I lost it and I kept it off for a really long time. Then I was getting so toned, and then I hurt my shoulder, and then it's all back. It's all downhill. And you never want to hurt yourself right before the holidays, because that's all you do is sit inside and eat. So, brutal.
I've
American
been trying
woman,
to get myself a beach body, like a beach ball.
like so they can just roll you down the beach.
Yeah. I mean, they say a beach body.
That
They
is a
never,
beach
they never
body.
specified.
That's true. American Woman Thrifter, thanks to the 5. They zero content using JH manhood like schoolgirls. They have no proof. It's stupid. Maybe their men can't meet the challenge. They're dumb. Oh no, now I have the hiccups. Is it the kombucha? I guess it could be. Or maybe I'm just getting tired. I'm tired. Stop it. Susan Way, Brain Transfer Fund, thanks for the 5. Something to bark about. We've been going almost 3 hours. God, I'm an idiot. I need to go to bed. Something to bark about, thanks to the 10. Gonna make myself quit asking if this can get any crazier. Pretty sure I know the answer. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but the answer is yes. Auntie Audie, thanks for the 20. Jay needs a new brain fund. Yes. Wishful She-Devil, thanks for the 2. For worm treatment, because horse vets are expensive. Yeah, we can get him. Maybe we can get him some of that ivermectin that everyone's talking about. Susan 7IB, thanks for the 2. Megan may have sent duplicate super boobs. Super boobs. Keith PV House, thanks for the $32. That dang J Hip. I know, he's insufferable, isn't he? He's just insufferable. Nana K Wag, thanks for the 2. I did send JJ leg warmer funds for you. Damn it, Nana. You're supposed to send the leg warmers to me, or at least to Tug, who will pretend that he's going to give them to me. But Jay's just going to keep the money. S Shine 1, thanks for the 20. Getting closer to help Jay. And Janice Wingfield, thanks for the huge 50. Here's to beating Jay on his stream the other day. It's for you. Also, I stand behind saying Crook and Lynette set up a phone device, air the hearing so Felisa could give real-time updates. She won't refund any money. It's all gone. I agree with everything you said here. I think that that's likely that they set up a device so that they could let Lisa hear it, and she reported on it live. Yeah. That's how it seems.
Oh yeah, she's played a game with all of this stuff. She's gone back and forth, and now she's settled in, which this is a problem too. She settled in to saying that when they had a bathroom break, that she was contacted by someone that was there, and they informed her of everything that went on. So,
yep.
I mean, that's a big problem. The only people that could have said what was going on are the people that were in there. I mean, she even, like I said, she even threw the lawyer under the bus as part of that. So, as a lawyer, I would not appreciate my name being added to that at all.
Agreed. Travis Ray on Rumble, thanks for the Rumble rant. The $5 says, ain't much, but here's Megan and love you, Tug. You don't have to explain shit. You know what I've been through. You often tell me to write a book. With much to my surprise, I am now. Addiction.
Good deal, man. Good.
Yeah, he says addiction sucks, and I still drink. So, well, I'm sorry about that, but at least you've got your eye on the problem, and if it is a problem and you can take care of it, eventually you'll get there. You just one day at a time, man. But I'm glad you're writing. Good for you. One old saggy guy, thanks for the 5. Lurker tax, no wait for the at-home lobotomy kit for Jay, the poor pearhead. SF, thanks for the 5. The flags, the S he was talking about was you and Tug in ghillie suits. Someone made one for JH. Somebody made Jeremy Hales a ghillie suit?
A real ghillie suit?
Oh my God. That would be so hilarious. I bet he would put it on. That is so fun.
Yeah, he can go creep around and see if he can, blend in.
Now they're all going to be paranoid that he actually is in the bushes.
Oh,
remember when they were saying he was in the bushes?
Yeah, he was stalking in the bushes and stuff.
Yeah. What a weirdo. Sapphire Sky thinks of the 2. Didn't Frankenstein do a brain transplant? LOL. Yes. That's the only one that's ever worked in fiction. Keith Peavy House thanks for the 5. I'm offended by Megan's avatar. She's far more beautiful and way meaner than that image. Aw, thank you. I think. It was like a compliment. And also, I think. Yeah. Slinky Texas thanks to the 5. If Chips ever gets a chance to cross-examine either of you, please answer right, Michael. I'm going to. You posted that sexually harassing video of me, right, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's his channel and stuff. How exactly does he explain all this stuff for real?
It's a good question. Terry Van Home, thanks for being a member. Lurker check-in here, right, Michael? I have my favorites, thanks to the 5. I told Jay I would drive you to Omaha just to teach him a lesson for giving you all this stress. I know his address. Yeah, he tells everyone his address. He's such a dummy. He doxes himself every day. So weird. Cindy Brown, thanks to the 5. I made the conscious choice not to see Tug's face when he was first doxed. Didn't want to ruin the magic. I love that. You know what? You know what's funny is that even though I've seen your picture a couple of times, I always forget it almost immediately. And the only image that comes to my mind when I hear the name Tug is the mask. That's it. I can't put your voice with that face. I can't do it. Probably because I haven't met you in person. That would probably change if I met you in person. But as it is, you're just a voice on the phone. You're a voice on the air. And so you're also just a mask in my head, which is so funny. And on my phone screen, too, because when you call, your avatar comes up. It's just the Tug's Thugs that comes up. It's so funny. The Lonely Kakapo, thanks to the New Zealand 10. I think that the Shane stream was the first live stream I watched live. It was definitely the first live stream of Nick's that I watched. That's that guy's name? Or wait, do you mean Shane, the guy he was debating? Or was it the Shane stream, the guy, Amber Heard's PR guy that came after me? Because there were 2. That's another one I can remember. I don't remember what the guy he debated. I don't remember his name. Pickled Tink, thanks for the 5. Well, I kind of do cheat. I've had gastric bypass surgery. It's just a tool. You have to learn how to use it. Yes, that is true. I knew someone who had that. And if you don't follow all the rules, like, you do gain it back. So it's not a instant fix, but whatever it takes, as long as it's safe and healthy and your doctor approves, we all could use to lose a few, because it takes a toll on your health. I feel terrible when I'm too heavy. I feel terrible after gaining 8 pounds. I feel absolutely awful, and I'm going to lose it. I'm going the other direction now. So says I. Amen. That's how it's going to happen. Okay. I have finished the super chats. I have 4 super tips to get to. And then but I have to, Tug, you have to take over for a second so I can change my microphone and go back to the bad one so I can play super tips.
Okay. I'll take over for just a minute. I've been working on songs. So
all right. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave the studio so it actually works.
Yes. Now let's burn everything down.
Don't you
a funny thing that has also happened is Lynette Preston has returned to the Fats. That's right. She has been on, she's been in the chats lately. She's been in there whining about Shara of all things. And what's strange about it is what she's whining about So she's essentially saying Shara's a mean person because you know what? Back in the day when she was helping me getting a house and stuff, trying to do that, she yelled at a person. And I was like, well, wait a minute. So she was helping you out and you're trashing her? Oh, God. She also admits that Shara did. Oh, she bought insulation for her and all kinds of other stuff, but she's got to trash her. Yeah, well, it's just amazing to me. Like, Lynette is out there. She's trashing her now, yet again. And it's wild considering she's admitting that Shara also tried to help her. So.
How's my sound?
Sound about right.
Okay.
So far.
All right. Anonymous, thanks for the $13. Hang on, everyone. This one's
are you still talking? I can't tell.
Don't mess with me. It's late and I'm tired.
Are you speaking still?
Stop it. Anonymous, thanks for the $13.
Here is something for Tug's birthday fund. Use it to get something to keep you warm in tin IC.
Megan, you still owe my client for claiming it was just Jay hip. And considering you have experience grabbing and shaking the pair, evidence that it's not a mistake, but intentional defecation.
That umbrella, man, you are loved more than Megan on her 51st birthday, but you don't have super tits set up.
Shame on you both. Why did neither of you pick up on Lip's World of Chemistry? She enlarged of as if she may have been trying to advertise her OnlyFans to her students. Just a thought.
Is that real? I don't remember. It's been so long. I don't remember what it looked like, but that's terrible. E. Poindexter, thanks for the 10.
She reminds me of me, but she seems more successful with that relationship contract. Perhaps actually having kids and the lawsuits combined might work next time. I'll try when I'm out of this mess.
By the way, there's new Laura Owens news. There's a new lawsuit. Well, not a new one. A lawsuit was filed against her in 2016, Tug. Check this out. It was filed against her for selling a pony and changing its name and saying it was never a show pony. And it was. And it had a bad history. And she got sued because she told these people that she sold it to for like 50 grand that it was good for a young rider. And I guess it was dangerous.
Oh, no.
And it settled out of court. Yeah, I got to make a video on it. It's going to be great. Skipper Trucking, thanks for the 5.
The only way to fix Jay is to make him Tug's new co-host. I'm Megan Fox, and I approve this message.
I am removing my voice from Super Tips immediately. Let's see. Martin S., thanks for the 5.
Happy unbirthday, Megan.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, let me quickly check the Cash App and the Venmo so I don't miss any of you. And then I'm going to play you my new song again, and we're going to call it a night. Oh, it looks like I did get some from you. Lisa, thanks for the 5. Thanks for the 5. I appreciate that. And Star, thanks for the huge 50. And Star says, if Pearhead had a brain, if he only had a brain. Well, I'm sorry to say, I'm happy to say, you guys just completely killed his birthday, his fake birthday stream for me. We have sailed way past him by 200 now, at least. So fantastic. That's the way it needs to stay. You sent a message, chat. I like the message. And we can now get Jay the very important help that he needs. We can get him that brain transplant. And I'm so thrilled and excited to report that. Let me check Venmo real quick. Did you check your Venmo and your Cash App, Tug, just in case?
Let me look real quick.
You probably should do that since you're still here.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything there. I don't.
Fran sent 30 and said, save Jay. Thank you so much, Fran. Appreciate you.
I don't see anything in there. So
okay.
That should be good.
All right, everybody. Well, that's it. It is time. Suzanne says, did you not get my super boobs? Let me check the super tips again. Hold on. I'll look at the unplayed one. Why is unplayed not coming up? I do not see anything. Maybe I skipped them. Hold on. Let me go back to the beginning. Is that under your name, Suzanne? Do you do it under your name on Super Tips? I'm looking. I don't think so. I think I got everything that was from today. I got Martin, Skiffer, E. Poindexter, Anonymous, and someone claiming to be me, which wasn't me. I missed one? I missed Maestro? Wait, where? What did I miss? Where? I didn't miss one. I don't see Maestro. I'm sorry, guys. If I will look again, but I'm tired. I need to go to bed, and I'm sure Tug is too. We are going to call it a night. Tug, thanks for being here. Thanks for keeping me abreast of everything that is going on in this over the weekend, because I always fall behind. So
I've so much. I've got so much for this week.
Oh yeah, what are you going to do coming up? What's tomorrow? What's coming up
Well,
tomorrow?
we got that bankruptcy stuff. We've got all the Lynette items, including her talking about her mystery auction that's coming up. I wonder what that is.
Fantastic.
Yeah, she's going to go to Whatnot, huh? And sell something off. I was like, well, I wonder if, and she's like, Lisa, can I talk about how I'm going to sell this? And, also blaming Shara. They've, Shara abused me.
Yeah,
She's so mean.
I can't wait. Tomorrow's going to be fun. So we will see you then, chat. Good night, everybody.
Later.
Yeah. Hey. You hit go live, I hit high. Don't blame the mirror for the flaw you saw. You built the stage, ring light, halo. Crime, villain, arc, potato can fatal. Overshared diaries, legal threats shaky. Sue the whole planet cause the comments got snaky. You call it harassment, I call it replay. You film the mess in 4K every day. I didn't script it, didn't cast, didn't scout. You tripped on your ego, now I'm trending off cloud. Substack, manifesto, spell check deceased. Paragraph long, but the logic real brief. Neighbors need restraining orders, court dates pending. But I'm the bad girl, cause your rep is banding. The more you act up, the more you get sown. Strapped to my plow in the field you've grown. Every cell phone clip is a row I reap. You farm your chaos, I just harvest cheap. This is America, freedom of speech. If the shoe don't fit, let it slide on your feet. On the circus, I just buy a seat. You feed a joke, I don't even gotta tweet. Lip filler, migration face on vacation. Still got the for defamation accusations. You stalk folks' lawns, but call me obsessed. Ma'am, you filmed it yourself, exhibit A, press yes. Court filing, hobby lawsuits on repeat. Paperwork warrior, but you're losing in the street. Crime bullying. Rage for views, that monetize drama with tell-all interviews. You don't want laughs, cool, here's the hack. Log off, go heal, don't hit post on the crack. No stream, no meme, no thread to unpack. But you love the spiral, numbers say that. The more you act up, the more you get sown. Strapped to my plow in the field you've grown. Every meltdown moment, Kerching, that's sweet. You playing circus, I just drop a beat. Free country, say what I please. You uploaded the clownery, don't sue me. You light the match, then scream at the flame. I just watch the smoke spell out your name. Yeah. Drop down, just live what I please. You up on it, the pillory, ghosted, eager. You like those lusters, scream at the flame. Accountability, ghosted, ego on tour. Blame the audience, never the lure. If attention's a drug, you double the dose. Then shock Pikachu when the laughter post. So here's the deal, real simple math. No chaos crop, I ain't got a path. You stop the show, silence no cow. But till then, welcome to the plow. Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you.